Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. Glad you're with us tonight. We have a special show for you, 3 hours live from Los Angeles, and we're going to bring you the best in jewelry like we usually do. You want to know a little bit about what's going on tonight, some of the highlights, if you will. We have, I know last night we were actually able to bring you a couple of brand new color change Sphene collectibles. They were very quick to go. We had that fabulous 5 carat plus. We also had a oh gosh, what was it? About a carat 30. Well, we're going to bring you a couple of bigger stones today. Maybe not the 5 carat plus, but we've actually got 2 options in 2 carat plus stones, which if you know this gem, you know how very, 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 very unusual a 2 carat stone is. We've got 2. One's going to be a fabulous Asher cut. It is beyond compare. Wait till you see the color of this stone. The color, but it's the cutting, playing with this really high dispersion level. And then, of course, a color changing phenomenal stone. On top of that, one of the prettiest stones I think we can bring to you then, it is really the magic of cuts, because we're going to see a second one that is also over 2 carats. It is a round. The only thing that can possibly compete with an Asher cut in the color change Sphene is a round. So we'll see both of those here tonight. We're really excited about that. Also an incredible value on a classic. It is a blue wing block D. It's a 4 carat and a half stone, but it's also got a signature mounting. So we're really excited about that one as well. And we've got affordable when it comes to some of the stones that in this world of jewelry are never affordable. Like a champagne diamond that's natural, like a fabulous Burma ruby, like a Colombian emerald, and even star ruby that we're going to start with. So all of those pieces are going to be really, really, really affordable today. And I got to tell you, we've got museum galore. There's a really special green tourmaline that's never seen the light of day here. We have an incredible stone. We have a grandidiorite, but it's actually certified by the GIA. We have not seen that before. And we also have a really special pink diamond and a 2 carat plus in a round brilliant champagne diamond. So all of that is available to show you and share whenever you're ready. Let us know if you have any of those requests. I did bring out as well what I think is our best value in the inventory. It has been only one appearance on the year. It's the 1171 Paraiba. And it truly is. The more I see these stones and obviously get reappraisals done on my very own 10 carat, I got to tell you, this is the value of our inventory. It is an 11 carat 71 Paraiba, clean as can be. Gorgeous mounting, and the value is just, it's our best one here. It may not be the most inexpensive ring, but when it comes to value, getting the most for your dollar, that is really the ring to own. So we've got that whenever you're ready to see it. Plus we have wheels galore, and how about also a really special ruby? Got some coral pieces for you. Now that we're seeing, again, the Mediterranean coral is really, really tricky. It's always been tough to get. It's always that really collectible, rare, organic stone. We've actually got some really great values on some coral and a pendant for you that might make a great giftable, as well as a yellow diamond. We're going to bring a 1 carat yellow diamond as well. So if you have any requests at all, please get those in. We'd love to help you out with your requests, whatever it is you'd like to see. There's even a men's Paraiba here. So we're really excited about that one, and a gorgeous opal and so much more. That's just, again, those are some of the high points. We're going to see a lot of great jewelry, so we should have something for everybody tonight in this 3-hour show. So let's get started. We've got, you remember I told you we have a star ruby that is affordable? Well, here it is. We are wasting no time getting to this one for you. That is a really fabulous idea in a stunner of a ruby that is, well, you guys ready? It's going to be super affordable. It's item number 1120018 that gets us started on a Thursday, and we've got a really special carat 30 here. It's a carat 30, but that's not it. It is and I know they're calling it a sapphire here because sometimes, again, our computers can't differentiate between colors. So it just sees a star stone and it calls it a sapphire, which is partially correct, except that when it goes and tends toward the more red color, you've actually got a ruby. And this is our carat 30 with 21 points in diamonds as well. But there is an extra level of rarity to ruby versus sapphire. There are more star sapphires in the world than there are star rubies. So that is something to keep in mind. You've got a really good one here. It's over a carat in size. We've got one only. And then watch how the star is going to move and transition through the stone as the light does. So when the light is able to transition across this stone and you see the star, it looks like it's on the surface. It's actually internally. This is a really cool asterism, phenomenal stone. We welcome you into Thursday with a big buy. And of course, anybody who's looking for a value, well, you're here at the right place and the right time, because we're always going to bring you values, but really highlighting some of our top values here at the very onset of the show, as you know. So how about this? A really special piece, a great value, yellow gold only, and that's going to be having a lot to do with this price tag that we're bringing it down to. And we're going to make this really easy. Watch this on the hand. It's got the cutout detail, some mill grain, sweeps of pave mixed into this almost floral filigree, if you will, and all natural material. And that star only gets stronger. What you see on camera is only the beginning of the story here. It gets even stronger when you see it in person because you're not going to have two light sources. You're just going to have the one. So that star that you're already seeing as the primary star is going to become even a little bit stronger for you and really pronounced and defined. And we've got one only. And you know what I'm going to do? We're going to blow it out for less than even $2,000. It is not $19.99. Great value as it is for a carat 30, but we're taking it even lower. Yes. No. So here we go, $19.99, and this is really what we're going to do, guys. Instead of even $9.99, we've got a great value. First caller only, we'll make it $888. That is it. So first caller situation, one only, and $888. So that'll be it on our beautiful star ruby. And then we've got a really special chrysoberyl for you. Big opal pendant is here as well. Again, requests if you got them. We're here to help with all of those requests that you might have. We'd love to help you there. And anything you want to see sooner rather than later, I'll tell you that speen. The first one is the Asher. We're going to start with the bigger of the two that are both over 2 carats, but we've got the Asher coming up very quickly. We'll see who's got this one. Yellow gold only, so all we need to know here is what size would you like, and then we will make sure it arrives ready to wear. Okay, coming up, got to show you this. I mean, we're not going to wait any longer. I've got the Asher cut here. It's a 233, and yes, this will now be the largest we see, and it's a really beautiful stone. Of course, this is the gem that is highly dispersive. It was only introduced back in 2017, and guess what? It was here at this very network that this stone was first introduced to the world. Nobody even knew prior to that this existed. It was kept under wraps. Yeah, you've got the star ruby. Congratulations, that one's gone. So take a look at this, and this is really outstanding. It is such an important piece here, and I'm going to try it on immediately because I want you to see the face-up direct look at it, because there's a lot more to it than meets the eye here. So we're going to show you here on the hand, because when you have an Asher like this is really extraordinary. I can't say enough about this. It's item number 1120867. And again, the one we'll have a little bit later is going to be a little smaller, but it's going to be a round. They're both two of the premier perfect cuts you could get for this stone. It's in the bridge, as you see, with that double row in the diamonds that run underneath. That's 32 points. So it is our 233, 2 1/3 carats exactly. And then you have the 32 points in the diamonds. That'll be that double row that runs underneath. This is really exquisite, though. And with all of this, everything you see there that gives us that, you know, for many years it's been kind of dubbed the Christmas tree speen, you know, the Christmas tree stone, because it does have that green backdrop with all those different multiple rainbow colors coming from within. But that's only half the story here. And that's actually not even the headline. Dispersion normally is the headline on a speen. This is beyond, and take a look at that. That's face up close, so you can really see what that's all about. Reds, yellows, greens, blues, purples, violets, all of that happening in that stone. That's the dispersion. It's what you can't see right now is the fact it goes from a green to a red. That's really impressive. That's the color change phenomenal ability that we knew speen existed. We knew it was dispersive. We knew about all those aspects when we had the original material, which was a lighter neon green. It was kind of a neon yellow green. But this is the material that was discovered and basically, well, it was held onto in a private collection. It was debuted here in 2017. And that's the material that, yes, still gives you that dispersion, but is going to change color as well. So it's just super rare. And we only have 2 here tonight in the show. This is a one of a kind. It is going to fly. Looks like we may have a caller or 2 or 3 on the phone lines already. I'm so excited you guys are here and ready to see. And then we're going to get to that round a little bit later, probably right around the top of the hour, which is a 2 carat. It's going to be a 202 actually. So just so you know the difference there, if you're going for the larger, you're going to go for the Asher cut. It is in the bridge. So is our round actually, but a slightly different bridge. We're going to make this really affordable. I know I went to bat for you guys because I really wanted to bring this down. It was $49.99. I literally, you can ask anybody here. I was fighting before the show to bring these prices down on these fiends to make sure that they're affordable to anybody who wants them. That's really the idea here. So take a look. It's not $49. Yes, Jess. Yeah, I do. It's actually going to be out of Ceylon, which is Sri Lanka. So it's Ceylon material. Yeah. It's not Burma, I don't think. Wait, you know what? Maybe we want to check. I think it's Ceylon, but We may want to check because, you know, Sri Lanka does produce some rubies as well. They're very nearby, you know, Sri Lanka and Myanmar are not far apart. But I do believe that Ceylon, we can always double check. They've got the origin in the back, but I'm going based on the visual ID. Here's what we have on the 233. I'm going to do better than, now I know you may have it at $49.99. Let's save them a bundle. I'm going to make it $1,999 only. That is it. $19.99 on that Sphene right there. It's the only one like it. It's the only Asher cut we have tonight, and it's gone. Congratulations. That's a beauty. So enjoy. And then speaking of rare phenomena stones, here is a Chatoyan stone. It's a cat's eye chrysoberyl, staying in that really rare category for you. I don't know what's going on. Do I have something on my tweezers here that every time I set a ring down makes the wheel dirty? Anyway, here we go with the cat's eye chrysoberyl. This is going to be item number 584. It's a carat 77 on our oval, and it's got the double halo and the diamonds, a more almost rectangular shape, and kind of like follows the lines of an emerald cut when you look at the way that's actually done in the double halo of the diamonds, which does account for your 51 points in diamond weight. Have an extraordinary value here. The diamond weight is 51 points, so that's a half carat plus. You've got this carat 77, remembering that it is chrysoberyl, so you've got durability beyond. It's an 8.5. That would only be the third hardest substance on the gem scale. So you've got only sapphires, rubies, and diamonds going to be topping that. And I say third because that still is correct. The rubies and the sapphires are all part of corundum, so they all share that 9 on the Mohs scale as far as their hardness. Diamonds being above that at 10, being the hardest natural substance on Earth. And then you've got the cat's eye chrysoberyl. All chrysoberyl is going to be an 8.5 on the Mohs scale, so plenty of durability. So feel free to wear it all the time. But we're going to make it really affordable. That has come down from a $29.99 price tag. Much, much lower. We're going to make it really simple and easy and go ahead and send it out for just, how about this, $9.99 instead, and make it really easy. And this has got that, what we call in the trade, the milk and honey color. It's got a golden green chartreuse type of color to it, and a little olive tone on this one even, and then you see that cat's eye. Phenomenal effect. So we'll give that 30 seconds. You can change the gold on this one, and I'll try it on so you can see what the size perspective is like when it's on the hand there, and enjoy it if you get it. Only $9.99 on that one. That's a huge value there. So really specialty chrysoberyl. We love to see it. And of course, there's that regular chrysoberyl, which is faceted, not, you know, without a chatoyancy, so that you wouldn't have that cat's eye effect. There's also, of course, the color changing chrysoberyl, which are the, you know, part of that umbrella chrysoberyl family. And then, of course, alexandrites belong to this family as well. So the entire family is really, really rare and specialty. So there it is up close one more time. It's got 13 seconds left. We'll see who's got it. And every piece tonight should be going. Now, I have a really, really special emerald cut kunzite we've got to get to. It's huge. The color is stunning. This is like taking every single kunzite we've had that are great saturations and combining them to give you a cumulative effect that is just extraordinary. Now, I've got to just say, if you are a fan of emerald cuts already, there aren't a million of them in kunzites. And sometimes when we do see them, they're those really, really, I've had 20 and 25, and I've had up to 60 carat stones. In the kunzite world, we're actually going to show you one here that is about 8.5. So it's still a really good size, but it's so elegant, being that it is the emerald cut that you have here coming up, and we've done it to perfection. Diamonds on either side still added a lot of interest to the band itself. It's 881 is the item number. This is what it looks like from a distance away, so you can already see that color. The magical really blend that it is of having not just pink, which is normally where a kunzite would just stop. It would be maybe a little more saturated pink if it's good. This is where, when you get into the best quality, it's got more purples and more blues than it even does lighter pinks. And that's really the big differential between your ordinary kunzite and your extraordinary Afghan material. Then within the Afghan region, there are different tiers and levels, of course, of material that you can find. This is that really, really just stupendous material. It's 846 in the size, and we're still going to mark it down. Whereas this could have easily a $4,000 or $5,000 price tag right here at, you know, we've got the home for the greatest values. This is our 846. It's got 30 points in diamonds, really classic styling. I know if you're a fan of emerald cuts like I am, you're going to love this stone, but it's not going to take away from that incredible inherent saturation level. That's what's so important about this one. So we'll move this aside, bring this kunzite in for you, and there it is. There's that color I'm telling you about that just could not be better, right? That extraordinary saturation where it's more purple. I think if you asked a lot of people, you know, what color it is and they had to choose one color, I think most people would just say purple. It's really an effect that's really stunning. I'm going to see if we can just get that polished a little bit more just internally here, if I can get in under that basket there. But it's a really special stone. It's our 846 on this one, and then you've got, there it is, there's the beaming effect of light, and then you've got these diamonds. That's going to be where I think the interest of taking a classic style but giving it a little extra interest by having one side done in mirror finish gold, one side done in diamonds. So it makes it a little more, you know, couture level. You can tell it's a specialty piece instead of your ordinary basic setting, but it's a really good value. We've got this one for $49.99. I'm taking prices down. We're making sure all these one-of-a-kinds can get a home. That's really the idea here. And what this does is really make a really extraordinary stone that is rare. I mean, we know pink spodumene, they are rare across the board, but this color is what's so extraordinarily rare, and we're going to bring it to a very, very, very special price. Let's take a look at it on here from a little closer angle. I know you saw it from across the room. Here it is with those diamonds. I mean, it almost looks like you stacked bands together, the way the diamonds are even a bit, you see how they add a little elevation to the band there, so it looks a little texture, but then you still get the gleam of that mirror finished gold on the side, so you can tell it's a really important piece. And then you've got the ability, if you want to, look at that, you can stack with it. So if you want to put a band beside it or even a one to ring, you've got that ability to do it. But it's not even $49.39 or $29. And if you are a kunzite fanatic, this is one I would highly, highly recommend. No doubt about it. There's that color. I mean, we haven't even had really, really strong kunzite like this in really just, I mean, the early days, we brought you great kunzites out of the Afghan region, but they were nothing like this color. It's not even $19.99 or $1,500. Want to make it easy? Want to send it out quickly? These are the one of a kind, so that's how they got to go. We're going to make it even better than $15, $14, or $13.99. Only one though, so come on in if you love it. This is an $846. You know that kind of size should never be a price tag like this. We're going to make it $1,299 only, and that's that. So first caller situation, that'll be all you have to pay to get that extraordinary kunzite home. It is so rich in color. That orchid color is intense, and we love to see it at $12.99. So that's it. We'll give it 30 seconds, and we've got an opal piece. We've got a couple opals. I've got a pendant and a ring. We'll bring out a certified pink diamond, which is one of our last. Have you noticed how we have stopped seeing all big pink diamonds in big sizes are gone? That's what we've been trying to warn about for some time. They are gone. So we don't have any new ones that have come in. So if you still want one of those bigger pink diamonds, especially if you want one that's certified, that's really, really getting tough. And just again, going forward, we're not going to be getting any of those in because the prices have gone so really bonkers. So here's your chance to pick up a great kunzite if you want the pink diamond. What about that 1171 Paraiba, the total collector's piece? Who got your speen, by the way, Christine? Sue got it. Thank you so much. And Jess, who got your star ruby? Hi, Janet. All right. Sounds good. So don't forget, this one's coming up. So if you missed out on the speen, you were a little disappointed. This round is on the way as well, and that's in a bridge. So that's going to be a 2 carat as well, 202 actually. So that'll be coming up shortly. We'll get to that. Probably, it may even be a little bit before the top of the hour, so stick around. Have that gorgeous orchid. Speaking of orchid color, we have an orchid ring that's actually designed with an Orchid Design. And we had it with sapphires the other day. Look what we did. Russian demantoids added into the orchid ring. How stunning is that? So we'll see that on the way. And we have a sideways, that beautiful sideways cross designer necklace is here as well. So lots to get to, but that is $12.99 if you want that kunzite. So congrats if you get it. And then we also have, look at this. This is a golden based crystal opal. So a little different than your typical. And I gotta just make sure you are aware that that is a very special diamond that you have set up top there. Really, really important styling here. So this would be our golden based crystal opal. 7800 is the ad number. It's got this almost arrowhead cut to it that we've embraced with the design, as is in the yellow gold. 3 carats 83. They're calling it a trillion. I guess you could call it that. But again, it's got more of a curved side on those elongated sides, and then comes to these 3 points, and yet it's a 383, and that is a stunning 17-point natural orange diamond at the top. It stays in the yellow gold, as we mentioned, because, well, golden based stone. Orange diamond. I think that's a natural combination you'd expect. Look at the back. If this gives you, and I will tell you right now, if you're thinking, oh wow, the back looks even better than the front, it's a matter of, it's all shaded right now. Do you see that the back, we're looking at this in shade because I'm covering it by holding it, but do you see how that's also ensconced in gold? So the same thing's going to happen when you have a little less light exposure to this stone. It has the same colors you see through the back. That's all natural through and through. That's why you're seeing the colors in double-sided like it is. But this is not shaded when I hold it this way. And you don't have it wrapped in gold in the front, so you're actually seeing a better look at, this is almost what we're going to see in the front of the stone, but when you have a proper light environment. So let me show it to you on the hand for a size reference here, and then we'll give you a measurement on it, but it's one only. It's got a huge reduction, and let me also just add, if you wanted it just for the opal or just for the orange diamond, you would be living really right at this price tag. There's a huge markdown it's about to get, and it's got this bigger size to it. You can see it's over an inch. It's about an inch and a quarter or so top to bottom there from point to point. It's a hidden bail, so you're going to string your chain right through that top, not even that point, but right below that, more where the tweezers are there. And then I'll show it to you on the neckline so you can see it that way as well. But it's going to be, it originally was a $39.99 piece. And keep in mind, because it is a crystal opal, and this is also a better perspective too, because you can see how, again, a little less light over here. So you're seeing how it looks against a skin tone, how it looks against a color. Kind of tends to pick up a little bit of the colors that you wear. Like now I'm almost seeing more green with it, just as the backdrop when it has a beautiful golden base color. So that gives you an idea, but it's going to be $999 instead. So that just makes it a big value, even if you just wanted the 17-point natural orange diamond that's sitting up top. So that's going to be $999 first caller, and so unique. I mean, everything about that is custom and designer influenced. It even has these really cool circular cutouts in the basket work as well. So that is quite the markdown from $4,000 to under $1,000, and only one caller can get it. And you see those yellows, oranges, goldens, purples are there too. The purples and the blues are all happening in that stone, and yet a real stunner for you if you'd like it. So that'll be $999. We got to move that one. So there it goes at its lowest price under the cost of the materials there, which we awfully enjoy seeing. So again, sometimes pieces just need to be marked down at that level to get them out. So $999. Let me know who's got it. Then we can get to that Russian Demontoid floral ring that is so amazing. Speaking of florals, there's a gigantic ruby cluster ring that has a nearly 7-carat gem weight on rubies alone. It's funny because there's all these individual rubies here that they've been offering up lately, and they're big money. 3-carat and 2-carat stones, you can easily pay $8,000, $9,000. Tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to just welcome everybody to the show here because we've got a huge array of museum collectibles and the like. But what I want to do for you right now is bring out something that is extraordinarily unique because of this price tag. It's something that you can find in the designer world right now. Very popular, as we know that fancy diamonds, whether it's a pink, a yellow, a brown, a beautiful blue. I mean, blue diamonds in their natural state are really tough. But what we're about to bring you is a classic. I love the neutrality of this because it goes with everything. So I must recommend it more than any other as far as colors of diamonds. But this is our champagne diamond. We're going to do a huge blowout for you. If you've ever wanted one, let's keep in mind, this could even be engagement ring worthy if you want to step outside the box and not do that basic white diamond that everybody else does. This is item number 819. It is a 25-point champagne diamond on its own. That's first. Then you have another 50 points of diamonds around it. Classic styling here in white, yellow, or rose gold. The beauty of this is our last of our champagne diamonds. Besides, there's a 222 here that is, as a 222 should be, it's big money. We're going to bring an oval here that is super, super, super affordable, and I'm bringing the price down to make sure that it can go today. So if you already have the idea, and this is not a fawn, it's a true champagne, so it's got that lighter brown. This is still all natural in color, and yet it is really giving. I always find that these champagne diamonds are a jumping off point for brilliance. I find that you can have a champagne diamond next to a white diamond, and even if the white diamond is a VS like we like to bring, you're going to see a little bit more sparkle and brilliance from your champagne diamond because that body color that it has acts as a beautiful kind of bouncing off point for the colors. So if you like it, call me early. We're going to do a huge blowout price tag for you. It's a more petite ring as well, which I know so many of you have been asking for lately. Like, give me something more petite, everyday wearable. If you're still, after the last couple of years, you're still finding that you're not dressing up as much, right? This is that great everyday style. And of course, we don't do anything really just halfway. We're always going to bring you high quality. Usually means we've got to add a lot of beautiful diamonds to whatever you're seeing in the centerpiece like this is. Well, this is our 25-point natural champagne diamond. Then it has the 50 points around it, as I mentioned, so you're getting 75 points in total. Now, you will see a little bit of the gold on the sides, not much, but a little bit, and then including the prongs. So keep this in mind. You're going to change the gold color if you want to. If you want to have more contrast, white gold. If you want to even bring out some of those kind of lighter brown pink tones, you can go with a rose gold setting. But it is a huge value because no matter how you look at it, 25 points, granted, we're lucky enough to have a 222 here today, but that's going to be like 20 grand. If you want to experience the beauty and rarity of a natural champagne, let me recommend this one right now. And come on in early because it's never going to stick around at this price tag. And it did start, if you've seen it, if you remember this one being on the air at $24.99, you got a great memory because that's exactly where it was, $24.99, not all that long ago. And there's only one way that all the colors of diamonds are going right now, and that's up, not down. So when you have something like this, and we have, let me try it on right now so you see how beautifully classic it is. That, did you notice a triple halo around that stone? Like I said, we're not messing around because it's a very important center stone. So we gave it 3 halos, gave it that split shank design on the sides, but overall you can see it's not going to be overwhelming. Now, if you're like me and you're going, well, I like a bigger ring, I'm not scared of wearing bigger jewelry, then add the Wonder Ring to this. It'd be beautiful and just the right proportion and size and shape to add a Wonder Ring, or 2 if you like, so you can dress it up when you want to. Maybe that's the thing. One day you wear it more casually all by itself solo, and the next day you dress it up with Wonder Rings. That is up to you. But here's what we're going to do. We only have, oh my goodness, we only have this one. Come on in. And look at that color. I'm almost seeing a purple glint. I'm seeing a lot of purple come from that stone as well. The pinks, all of that. We're not technically calling it a fawn, but right there, I'm starting to see a lot of those dispersive pinks and purples, which is awfully nice. And this is an extraordinary ring. Look at that, triple halo, split shank sides. Any gold you want, any size you want. Here's the beauty of it. I'm going to take it down to the most affordable level that we have on any of our natural colors of diamonds. So if this is something you're into, want to try, want to experience, want to have, want to gift, this is the one to do it with. That I think a style anybody can wear. Triple halo, split shank, really gives it that dynamic look, incorporates all those modern things we're seeing in jewelry right now, like a little negative space like you have on the sides there. The beauty of having that centerpiece that is really adding the drama with that triple halo, but not oversizing it, right? Not creating this big oversized piece that can't be worn daily. Here's what we're going to do instead, $24.99. We have an amazing value coming your way. There's nobody on the phone lines yet, so you have a full, like a chance to come in first and be ready to go. But it's not even $2,000. It's not even $1,000. We could get it out the door right now for $9.99. I have no doubt in my mind. Instead, we're going to take it lower. I need you on the lines ready to go. This is an environment. We live in a world where whether you're in any continent on this planet, you've got a price that is going up leaps and bounds seemingly daily on anything in that natural colored diamond world. This is one of them. Our prices crash below. Look at this already saving $1,500. We're not done. So get on those phone lines quickly, get your gold color choice, get your size, get it for a gift, because I got to tell you, in fine jewelry these days, can you imagine what somebody would think you paid, realizing that they've got a 1/4 carat champagne diamond with 50 points of VS diamonds around it? Can you imagine what that perceived value is? We're going to take it even lower than $9.99. This is what the first half hour is made of here. This is what it's all about. We're not even asking for $9.99 or $8.99 either. This is your chance to pick up a mega stone. And don't take my price as any reflection of that rarity or of that, really, this is the idea. You're getting a huge savings, and we're going to blow it out for $888, and that's it. So let me know who's got it. That's a major, major piece. Did you have a request there, Will, or? Oh, she did. The opal one with the orange diamond? Oh, that's such a good piece. Mary, thank you so much. Enjoy. She got the opal pendant. Wonderful. So the only thing left from the show would be the kunzite. And I think the chrysoberyl. But again, this one, not for long, I don't think. 60 seconds is fine, Tony. I think that'll be gone probably before 60 seconds. I wouldn't think that's going to last 60 seconds, but we'll find out together, won't we? So first caller, white, yellow, rose. Pick it up if you like it. I'll try it on one more time for you. Don't forget about that kunzite at $12.99. That big 8.5 carat emerald cut. That is a good one. So want to make sure you pick that up. If you want to see our 222 round, it's got a little deeper color than this one does. This is more of that lighter pastel kind of, again, while you're seeing a little bit of those golden pink purples as a secondary color. I'm going to try it on again here for you as well. Brilliance and beauty all happening there, and then 50 points in your white diamond. So altogether, 75 points in diamond weight. That's 3/4 carat. Yes, Jess? All right, so we're verifying on this one. We've got 23 seconds remaining now, and we'll see who's got it. Jalen, are you verifying on this one too? Okay, Christine, let me know if you are, because we're going to be moving on here. Okay, so then I think, are we getting ready for the big aqua? We've got an aqua here in a bridge. We got the pink diamond that's certified. Sure, yeah, here's the 360-degree view. Let's go. And you can see how those triple halos are tiered, so they just march on up to that centerpiece on a pedestal. This is how we do, again, an under gallery when you still have, you see that base, that foundation of gold that runs up all the way underneath and through it so that it is sitting up but not open, right? So that's going to sit up but give you some balance and give you some weight of the gold the way that's done, and then that's going to keep it really sitting up comfortably but also still allowing for that elevation to happen and letting all that light to access those different diamonds. So huge value at $888 right there. Gotta love it. And we'll see who's got it. Coming up, we've got a pink diamond certified, as mentioned. It's a 1/4 carat, same size as this one, but different price tag for sure. That's how sometimes the different colors, obviously, they've got some different price ranges. Yes, Christine, go ahead. Question? Okay, next up, shall we show you the demantoid ring? The floral that has the demantoids, I flashed it. It's really an orchid inspiration here. So we can see that. I do have some gorgeous green tourmaline earrings as well. They're fantastic. And we have the 1171. You want to see that new green tourmaline? Just for fun here. This looks like we raided the museum here to get this one. This is just, it's like I knew that it was coming, even though I promised I didn't. Look at this green tourmaline we have on the hand here. Hi. Just sitting here with this one on the hand. Look at that green tourmaline. Wow. That's a pretty piece. So what do you think? Green tourmaline, super clean, a 1638, and in this gorgeous designer mounting that even has some really powerful diamonds around it. So just wanted to preview that. There are some earrings that kind of go with it as well. So a nice assortment of green tourmalines here as well. Just wanted to flash that for you. It's a little bit more money than most of our jewelry, but you know, just wanted to preview it. So coming up, we've got another opal. So we have the crystal opal pendant. Let's show you a black opal ring, and then let me know if you'd like this one. And then we've got the big orchid coming up as well. We're only halfway through the first hour. Take a look at this. Well, I adore this stone. I love this stone. Black opal sometimes has a bright blue base color, and that is exactly the case here. It's like a turquoisey blue base color you have, and it's item number 9590. It's a one only, as opals are. And you have an incredible 65-point pear-shaped opal that has no bearing on what it looks like in size. That's just actually what it weighs. 65 points, carat 01 in diamonds around it. This would be what I call that, it almost looks like a heart design on its side. And then within it is this constellation of individual diamonds that run through it. And it's in the yellow gold. You can change that if you want. It's that pear shape. I know it's leaning a bit. That only happens because it's on the wheel, because you see it's an asymmetric design where one side, the right side here on camera, is a little bit just wider overall and larger than the other. And so what we're going to do is we've got a brand new discount, and I'm going to bring it down for you so that we can make this really stunning opal just disappear, and the reds. Now, when you see a piece normally from this perspective, which is further away, you don't necessarily see every color the same way you did up close, but that's what's happening right here. You are still seeing those prominent reds and greens and a little bit of the goldens on that bright turquoisey blue base color of a stone. And it's all happening right now. And this is our 101 diamond weight. Let me tell you something, this price tag is coming lower than the mounting would go on its own. So that's very exciting. It's not going to be that $39.99 it used to be last time it was on the air. You still have that option to make it your own. If your yellow gold is holding you back here and that's just not your favorite, go ahead and change it. We will do it for you. You just tell us what to do, and there's no charge for that. But here's what we have instead of that $39.99 price tag. And come on in, because this almost like angel wing design, I look at it that way, almost like there's, with the heart symbolism and the angel wing design that it creates overall, I just think that that is a piece that has meaningful symbolic jewelry written all over it. And yet the opal is just ethereal itself because of this pinpointed color you have that is just set on a backdrop that is heavenly, right? Like, I think about when we feel like, when we say we look to the heavens, it probably is really where we're looking at the blue sky above. And maybe there's a wistfulness of white clouds, but it's that bright blue sky on a perfect summer day. That's what this backdrop color looks like. So many times, even when you see a traditional blue-based opal, it's got more of a midnight navy or a midnight blue color. This is like that perfect sky blue color, which is just such a beautiful, unusual stone, gives it a lot of rarity, but of course a great backdrop then to see those reds and yellows and all those different colors really just bounce off the, when I say it looks like they're bouncing off the surface, they're internally in the stone. That's play of color for you. It is not going to be $39.29 or $19.99. That price at $19.99, bye-bye. There's no question it's going at a price like that. The truth is it's going a lot better for you. So come on in if you like it. It's only one. As opals are, there's something about the pear shape and this design and everything around it. Just, it is perfected, I think. And you know what? Not even $19.18 or $17.99. Even better value. Do you see the goldens now too as it turns here? A little bit of that. Even a darker violet blue on top of those sky blues happening. Then the reds. It's just so full of color and life, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful stone. It's not even $17.77. We're going to blow it out right now. $1,699. That's it. That's all. There's only that one. And we'll see who's got it at $16.99. And then we'll do the orchid, which is the orchid ring with the demontoids. And then we do have that spin coming up, that round. I'm going to keep on reminding you, it is just moments away. We'll get to that 2 carat plus round spin. Didn't have anything yesterday in the 2 carat size. Already had one 2 carat 33 go out today. So we'll get to the round coming up next. That is lovely. And then we have a gorgeous aqua. We have a big ruby cluster ring. We have another black opal. It's got a lot of great color to it as well. If you want to go a little larger in size, well, this goes to one of our largest. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? That's one option. Tony, I think that's the first time. Is that the first time we're seeing the rainbow clock? That's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. A opal specific, couldn't be more perfect clock. And speaking of perfect opal, ooh, I'm going to tell you something. This is a brand new opal with, I know you're probably noticing the big pink diamonds beside it. I just looked at this for the first time as far as the price tag is concerned. I know we just had an opal. I'm going to flip this and show you the other angle here. Watch the yellows, the purples, the reds, the orange, the blues, every color represented. This is stunning. I got to tell you something. Before we even put up graphics, I had only looked at one price tag here. Upon first glance of this piece, being as brand new as this is, I mean, we're talking about a brand new piece here tonight. 815 is the item number. This is not only a 475 opal, I believe that's the largest black opal that we have in inventory, but it's the color. What you're getting, and yes, it's going to look double that. So if you've ever wished for a bigger opal, usually they top out at what? 1.5 carats, 2 carats, then they'll look like about 3 or 4 carats. This is a 475 in actual gem weight, which means it's going to look like it's a 10 carat stone if it were something else. It has every color throughout. The bigger you get in opals, typically, if you're able to find a bigger stone and a bigger carat weight, usually it's going to be a little more spotty with the color. And we're willing to forgive some of that because we know it's a bigger stone, so maybe we're willing to settle for a little less color or maybe a little bit more separated or kind of, again, mostly blues and greens, right? Let's be honest. Most black opals are going to give you blue and green and nothing more. When you start getting reds and purples and oranges and yellows, that's when they get really, really, really rare. This 475 has pink diamonds and white diamonds, and a lot of those as well. I'm saying all that because I saw one price here and it's $79.99. That's exactly what I'd expect. Having been here a long time, having had a couple of really good opals, that's exactly where it should be. There's a markdown on it. It's brand new tonight. It's a markdown, and I'm going to tell you something. I think what probably happened was when the pin was out and the markdown came down, I have a feeling that this bag was probably on top of another bag and this price had nothing to do with this ring because it is simply impossible to do what I'm about to do on an opal that size and that clarity and that color and that color play and have pink diamonds at 24 points and have white diamonds at 76 points. You would never actually see this value happen. This has got to be a big old resounding mistake. So all you have to do is dial in very, very quickly if you love this opal, because I'm going to tell you before we even see it on the hand, this is one of the bigger looks we've ever had. These are the types of stones, I said it yesterday, $10,000 per carat from the source. That has happened for years and years and years and years when you get these lightning ridge stones. Take a look at this. It's not going to be $79.99. I think that's very fair. That's right where it should be, but we're going to take it a lot lower than that. So all you need to do right now is dial in. And listen, if this is not a mistake enough of a price, then go ahead and bow out. But it's better to be in and ready to go and take advantage of the mistake than be too late to the one-of-a-kind party here, because It's simply not $79.99, and it really should be. And I'm not sure, I don't think that was, yeah. A brand new piece doesn't usually get discounted the first time out unless I'm up here doing it live. There's your 24 points. I did want to show you there are your 3 stones on each side and those bigger matched saturated pink diamonds. So that's one thing. You got the big pinks. The white diamonds at 76. So you know that's going to be a total of 1 carat overall. Let me try this on because this is what's going to show you the perspective. But every rainbow color is there. And it's really, I love that it's so evenly dispersed throughout. It's not just one color over here in one section and another color over here. It's really like having, like the rainbow exploded right here, and like a splatter paint of rainbow all throughout this stone from every angle as well. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And then is anybody thinking they want to take advantage of this mistake price? And yet everything you're seeing, sorry, I'm looking at it myself because I tell you all the time, but what you're seeing looks nothing like what it looks like in person. And that's just a matter of me lifting it up. I know I'm leaving you nothing to look at, but if you could see what I see right now, you would say, done, $79.99, I'll take it. You have no idea how good this stone is and how much yellow, green, red. This is where I'm going to ask you to trust in me here because I know this cannot show. We say it all the time, but it's so unbelievably true. This is a fraction of the color you're going to see in person. It is a fraction. It looks almost like rainbow lightning, okay? Now what I'm seeing at the bottom there, it's like little rainbow lightnings. It's incredible. Are you ready for this value? Do we have anybody? This is it? We're going to just blow it out. You are going to call me and say, you know what? In the next couple of days, you'll probably have it. Today's Thursday. It'll go out Friday. You'll probably have it by the time I see you on Monday. You're going to call me and say, oh, my goodness. You were not kidding. This piece, not only about the mistake price and all that that's about to happen, the colors. I realize this is TV and you're supposed to see every little last bit, and I really wish there was a way to fully do that and show you the beauty of our opals on camera in a television studio, but it's just not realistic. So trust in what I'm saying. I've sold a lot of opals in my day. I have seen very, very few rival what you're seeing in this stone. So let's take a look at it and let's blow it out. Better yet, let's give it the mistake price. Are you ready? Only one. I just wish, I don't even know, and I try to be so eloquent here, and you know, that's my job, but I don't even know if I have the words to properly describe the beauty of this stone when you see it away from these spotlights. And I know it looks fantastic, but trust me, it is not even close to what you're going to witness in person. I'm going to make it even easier than $79, $69, $59, $49. I am so thrilled about this price tag. It is not even going to be $49 or $39.99, and it's colossal. We're going to blow it out right now. It is a mistake. I promise you that. I'm making it $2,999 for this incredible opal, and you will be thrilled. You'll probably call me and say, you know what, I'm giving you the $79.99. That's already gone. Thank you, Will. All right, Will's got that one, and that's already out of here. Let's get to that orchid piece. This is the orchid with the demontoids that I flashed earlier. Oh, my goodness, I'm so sorry for everybody who missed out. We do have the pear shape still from before, the pear shape in that kind of angel wing design, but thank you so much on that opal. Will, if anything happens with them, we've got a couple people in wait list here, but here's what we have. Item number is 7796. This is the Orchid Design. It's done with a lot of diamonds. One of our bigger diamond weights actually that we do. It's 204 in diamonds, but what's more important here is actually the Russian demontoid that are clustered there in the middle. Different sizes, but different, oh yeah, consistent colors. Just different sizes in round, brilliant stones here that are diamond cut. They are looking good. But we also have 66 points total weight in the Russian demontoids, which actually, the rarity of this stone, it rivals the 204 in the diamonds. It's in the yellow gold only. Just have this one. And you know what I'm going to do? We got to show it on first because you got to see how wide a ring it is. This is a genius idea. It's obviously a bigger piece overall, but it really expands the width. It does more width across the finger than it does length, so it's really easy to wear and not meant to be that, you know, really, truly, I'll wear it once in a while occasion piece. It really could be worn every day if you like a statement piece. But I do want to show you the wraparound design and how a lot of the diamonds are going to transition to create that very dimensional look you have. The pave is perfection. You have a total of, let's see, there are a total of 7 different individual demontoids, including one of that, you know, really larger size there. I want to show it on the hand here as well. And it's meant to imitate and replicate the beauty and the detail of an orchid, but with that cluster of those rockin' neon demontoids. We only have one. It's a designer piece, and it's not going to be $69.99 any longer. This is just a blowout. just a blowout. And look at this dimension. You don't even really, from the front, top, you don't see the band. It looks like somehow a floral is just floating right there against your finger, but actually it's supported by that wider band of solid 14 karat yellow. Again, this stays in the yellow gold. It is not $69.59 or $49.99. Come on in. Here's another one of those big blowouts that should not be happening on a stone. We even have this ring with sapphires, an assortment of sapphires, and those were beautiful, but still not quite as rare as Russian demantoids that are matched up in their color are. We're going to make it really easy right now. First caller can have it. 3,000. Not, you know what? Blow it out. Make it even easier. $29.99 first caller. I just took another $1,000 off the lowest just for the heck of it. Let's move it. That's going to be how we move that Russian demantoid orchid ring. What a beautiful piece that is. And maybe think about index middle finger as well, because it is so, you know, really a large kind of showy style. And so that would be beautiful to own or wear anywhere on the hand, really. So that's going to be $29.99 for our Russian demantoid orchid ring. $204 just in the VS Diamonds alone. But remember those demantoids adding a lot of extra rarity there. And then we have got just about 15 minutes until that speen's coming out. We'll do our final speen of the day. It's going to be that round 2 carat pluser that we have. Also, we're going to see an incredible blue wing black D and a signature mounting tonight. I'm really excited about that one. And hopefully some really big value we can put together for you there. And a ruby cluster ring is also here with major carat weight in rubies, so we'll see that, and even a larger ruby if you want to go individual, 2.5 carat, 3 carat. We have all of those on the show here tonight. So we even have our 2 carat yellow diamond. It is the best value in a yellow diamond, bar none. So we've got that as well. So a lot to get to, and there's a gents piece. You know what? It's time. We have a Gents Fire Opal right here, right now, and I know there have been so many of these high-end collectible fire opals. For our ladies, well, the gentlemen, we did not forget about you. We have our first Fire Opal Gents ring in some time. I won't say never, but I honestly can't recall having another one. It's that true ruby look, but in an opal. We've seen now crystal opals. We've seen black opals. We've had 3 opals so far. This is number 4. It is the Fire Opal, and this is not the yellow or orange material. It is almost pure red. It's like, if anything, the glow of a cherry red type of color. It is item number 11208444, and I know it's early, but you know what? We love our gentlemen, and we know that we don't have nearly enough gentlemen's pieces. We are, just rest assured, always working on as many as we can, finding the right stone for these bigger mountings with these really big gold weights. And this one's supported with a lot of diamond weight as well. It's a carat 12 on the emerald cut Fire Opal, 51 points in diamonds, which is quite a bit more than we typically see in a men's ring. And we have this really special undergallery. Of course, it's got to have that. So you've got all the checkerboard cutout detail of the undergallery there. And then here's one where it's going to take those diamonds in pave around the entirety of your emerald cut perimeter, but then it's going to have the double row that's going to transition, actually make that curve down the sides, which I really like a wider striped effect. And that is what, not only do you get the gleam of the gold off that top plateau, but look at that glow of that Fire Opal. So bring in the heat. Let's just blow it out right now. And I'll tell you, we've got one great price. I've been really doing, have you noticed the discounts that have been happening on gents jewelry of late? I mean, these are obviously really complicated to make right now, a value, because they're always requiring so much gold weight. Well, gold's floating around $2,100 an ounce these days. So when you start adding a lot of gold, and we put a lot of gold in our ladies' rings too, but gents rings require a different level of gold overall. So it's really tough to make those values. We're going to do this in white, yellow, or rose. Think about how rich that would be. I can't help but think about it in yellow gold. I'm really thinking that would be a nice option for you as well. So you do what you wish, but we have got to make this a deal. And you know what? I like this price of $3,999 for our guys. Our gents rings don't typically stick around very long. That's because it's a classic situation of more shoppers than we have styles or jewelry or rings. So instead of $39, since we're really bringing these values here and we're really bringing the prices down tonight, let's do an auction. A first hour gentleman's auction. That's a double whammy, by the way, for me, because we're not going to have a lot of participants in a gents piece as much as we would have on a ladies. It's also the first hour, not the second or third. So generally not all of our viewers are here yet either. So that's the double whammy aspect. The good news is we're going to start really, really low. We're not starting at 35 or 3,000. I like a savings, and that's giving you a lot of it. We're starting real low. Take a look at it. We're going to make it really easy right now. It's not going to be 3,000 to start. I want to get everybody in. I know we haven't had Fire Opal, I don't think ever, in a men's ring. So here we go. Instead of 3, instead of 25, instead of, ooh, never mind, 25. Okay, let's go lower, because I know what I'm up against here. This is obviously stacking the deck against me a bit, and I'm realizing I'm doing this myself. So here's what I've got. Instead of even $2,000 to open, we're going to push the limits here of the auction, and we're not going to start at $2,000. We're not starting at 19, 18, 17. I really want to make this something we talk about for a long time to come. And we are going to go only in a $10 increment, so don't even worry about that. If you're second, third bidders, it's okay. We're not even starting at $1,700 or $1,600. This is a massive amount of gold. It is a very large piece. It is really well constructed, as all of our gentlemen's rings are. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and it's going to start at $1,500 only. And that's a big, big, big piece in just the gold alone. But then look at that opal doing its thing. Let me see if I can get that right up to the light for you. You can see how this stone glows. So all transparent throughout the stone in that 1 carat 12 that you saw there. Looks a lot larger, as opals do. And we are looking for $1,500 to get it going with a $10 increment only after that. And let's give it 60 seconds to get that started, because no gents rings are really going to be brought to that kind of level. But again, probably not the smartest time of the evening to be doing it. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of help there by making it really low to start. And any gold you want, there's that gorgeous color you're getting as well, and that amazing glow. And then let me make sure I've got that one all polished up for you. We are verifying right now on the open, so we'll see if we've got it. Just give me 100% verification here, because I know going in, we're not going to have probably as many bidders as we are on a ladies piece in an auction. So we just like to make sure, go that extra mile, make sure we're 100% verified before we have an official bid and open. And it looks like we're on our way here. We've got about 20 seconds left to see if we do officially have the open. And let's see. And then it's only $10 increments after that if we do. So we do have the open at 15. Wonderful. We've got the open. We've got $10 increments. Well, only took a full minute there to get the open. I got good news. We're going to clock it. We're not waiting. We are not waiting. We're going to clock it now. So it's hustle time. It's last call already approaching. What do? We give it 2 minutes. That way, we ask you to call in within the 2 minutes. If you're in the 2 minutes, we know you might want to bid and you're eligible. People who call after the 2 minutes, we got to leave them out, just because we want to make sure we do this, fair and square, right? All across the country and beyond. So at 15 right now, you're changing the gold if you want to. There's no charge for that. So if you want to do yellow gold or rose gold, I actually think the rose gold would be interesting with it. There's enough of that. It's like a really good Mediterranean coral, although coral's opaque. If you're really getting a high quality coral or a high quality fire opal, you're seeing primarily reds, but there's going to be a little bit of that golden kind of undertone to it. So it's not just pure red like a ruby. It doesn't really look exactly like a ruby, although probably at first glance that's the only thing you'd assume, because you see that glow it has and you see that cherry red coming through. We're going to give it a final 2 minutes. It's last call. Oh, goodness. I hope you're on the phone lines if you're thinking about it. We've got an amazing, amazing value here. But 1,500 we have. We're looking for 1,510 or more. Power bids are certainly welcome. And here you go. Kind of what I predicted. You're going to do a men's piece in the first hour and put it up for auction. That probably means it's going to go for low, which I know doesn't make sense, but you get what I'm saying, right? Some people go for the gold. We like to go for a lot of gold with a low price. So we've got the low price going on that really isn't a price at all. It's just a matter of, where are my bidders? So let's give it a final 2 minutes. We'll take a last look at it. Then it's going to be gone. And so our last call is now on this really incredible, handsome superstar of a ring. Final 2 minutes on this one. Then we got to move. And how about that for a value? What do we think? And let me show you again, face up. Look at that. You can actually, do you see those lines there? The almost like V shape that's on the left side? That is actually the undergallery. That's the stone. That's the undergallery. The stone is so clean, you're able to make out the design of the undergallery through the stone. So really, I mean, it's important, and sometimes I'll tell you that we'll sometimes forego an undergallery because we don't want to take away from the clarity. With a men's ring this size, you want to have that undergallery. That's going to provide comfort. So it's really necessary I know you guys would probably, yeah, you'd probably have something to say if it didn't have an undergallery. So our gents rings tend to have an undergallery just about every time, and I actually don't think there's one that we do that doesn't. So that's just, again, a testament to the clarity of the stone in the glow. Let's try it on again for you here as well, so you can see that size perspective that it has on the hand, and we'll see if we have anybody else who wants to come in our last 55 seconds here. 50 seconds counting down. So again, with that delay, you want to make sure you're calling in right away. Call in quickly. That way you ensure that you have a chance to put in your bid, and then we'll see where it goes. But this is such a cool ring. I just love that it's all very rectangularly squared off. I mean, we'll do a lot of gents rings that are more oval and rounded. This has got a very masculine, squared off kind of plateau, which really makes sense with the emerald cut stone. Kind of carries that theme through. Uh-oh, 20 seconds only. Oh no, this is last call. Do we have 1510? Here we go. Last call, last call, last chance, last seconds here, and then we'll see. We got to close the auction for good. Still have our orchid ring. Still have a couple of pieces left from the first hour. Just a couple though, and top of the hour is on the way. You know what's happening. Speen coming up. But this one, do we have 1510? Yes or no? You got it? Sold. Congratulations. That's gone. And let me remind you what else is here. It's simply our best value and our lowest price on a 2-carat yellow diamond, not to mention it's the last 2-carat yellow diamond. Otherwise, we went on a streak there. We had one a day for 3 days consecutively, and they're all gone. Now we're looking at item number 1113745. Just want to give you a look at this 2-carat 01 brilliant oval, and it looks so good. You have a very, very important size to the stone, given that it's over 2 carats. Yes? I don't know. I mean, I like it I was saying I kind of like the idea of white, yellow, and rose. I'm not going to be much help there. I really like the richness of yellow gold with the reds. I think rose gold would be intriguing. I personally am thinking maybe yellow, but it's totally up to you. Totally up to you. You decide. But this is our 201 with the big diamonds, 15 points, and the diamonds burnished here on the sides. Okay. Now we're looking at 15 points in diamonds, dome style band, and a beautiful finish to this one as well. And it is our lowest price on a 2-carat overall. Ever has been, ever will be. I mean, you name it. Just all the superlatives. This is it. Just a last call, and look at that cut of that stone. You just want to dive into that brilliant glittering factor. Yes. Say what? Oh, thank you. Was that Ronald? Ronald from where? Maryland. Hi, Ronald. Thank you. Okay. So here's our 201 with the 15 points in diamonds, lowest price. Usually they go for $99.99. That's what gets a 2-carat out the door. It's automatic. This is a lot less than $99.99, but there's only one. So let's embrace it for the value. I love this almost casual air about a dome-style band. Sleek on the side, doesn't add a lot of white diamonds to it. Lets the yellow diamond be the centerpiece, be center stage, be the looker, the wow factor, the everything. It's not even $99, $89, or $79.99. Hey, here's a hint. Just get it for the yellow diamond. Just get it for the 2-carat 01 natural yellow diamond. That's what you got to do. Honestly, if you just can't even imagine, if this isn't your style, if it's not your mounting, then get it for the yellow diamond. And you could work with us. You could work with your own jeweler. You could just resell the yellow diamond. But you could make it and develop it into your own, custom ring, whatever you want to do. There's just not a yellow diamond deal just singularly on a 2-carat 01 that exists like this. Not natural. I had that question today and I had to laugh. I had a long-time shopper. Well, she'd been shopping about 2-3 years maybe. And she asked me sincerely this morning, she asked me in an email if the diamonds that I sold in a bracelet here were natural diamonds. That was the question. And I for a moment, I was in a state of shock. I thought, well, gosh, I haven't been doing my job. Do I need to say that more often? Maybe I do, because I got to remind you sometimes, because I think a lot of people who maybe you do look around, and I want you to look around, and I encourage you to do all that and see what the other television networks are doing, see what the jewelry stores are doing, see what the big ones are doing, the small ones, the independent shops, the big chains, the high end, the low end. Check them all out. But there's so much faux out there right now. If you compare our prices, I can imagine the only thing you can assume is that they're fake, right? That's the thing. And let me remind you, they're not. These are natural. And we were just talking about white diamonds. This is, you might think, well, did that get some kind of treatment? Okay, maybe it's a natural stone, but you know, a lot of people say, well, it's a natural diamond, but we just enhanced it. Well, it was a natural diamond from the earth, but we just gave it a lot of treatment and then it turned this color. And then they'll love to say, and I guess I would say it too if I had to, because it's true, but they'll always say, you know, we sped up the process of Mother Nature. If you gave Mother Nature 1,000,000 years, Mother Nature would have made it yellow, but we just sped up the process. Okay, so when you get, and that's all fine and well, and it's good, I guess, that there are options out there like that for different budgets, but the truth is, a lot of the faux, a lot of the lab grown, a lot of the unnatural or the heated treated material is still more in price tag. So I get why one might, especially if you're newer with us, you might look at it and go, there's no way. Because if you've priced out natural yellows, especially in a 2 carat, especially in a VS quality, especially in a brilliant cut, that is natural, you would know there's no way it's $79.99. That's why, and if that question, maybe I need to, really just again, hone in on that more for our newer shoppers, that these are natural stones. Not only natural diamonds, but natural in color. And that is happening despite this crazy low price. And it's going lower because it's not even $79.99. Welcome to the show. If you're just tuning in, glad you're with us tonight. It's Thursday night. We'll give an official welcome. I just want to move this yellow diamond first before we go into our top of the hour, which is a Sphene coming up in a round. But this is not even going to be $79.99 tonight. It is down to the lowest it can be. It is $6,999 instead. And that is a 201 yellow diamond. That is our absolute best price we have seen on a yellow diamond of this size. So it rivals even smaller stones that we've had on this show. So huge value there if you'd like it at $69.99. We do have, for those of you that have been with us this first hour and you are highly anticipating our second and final Sphene of the night, we do have that coming up right after this, and we'll give this 30 seconds to consider it. We'll see who's got it then, and then we will be on our way to, yes, the new round color change Sphene. And we have a couple items left from the first hour. So if you have any questions, I do have that emerald cut kunzite. We've got the cat's eye chrysoberyl. We do have that pear-shaped black opal and the Russian montoids in the orchid ring. That's what we have so far from the hour. Everything else is gone. This is here at the moment. Wouldn't anticipate that to be the case for too long. And I know we're all waiting for this, the color changing Sphene. It is the final of the night here. And we've already had an Asher cut in a 2 carat 33 size go out the door on us. And now we're going to show you the final, which is about the same size here, but this is a round. And if we know, dispersive stones love a round cut and vice versa. Take a look at this. Oh my. Welcome to the show. Glad you're with us. Oh my goodness, this is what we live to do. So this is that really new material. And again, a special welcome to everyone who is just tuning in. Glad you're with us tonight. It's Thursday night here, and we are thrilled to have your company. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We have 2 hours left. We have a lot of great jewelry tonight, as we always do, but this value, oh, this value. We're going to help you out. That's what I had to do on the Asher. There was an Asher cut that was at 233 first couple minutes into the show. This dynamic, ultimate, phenomenal color changing stone, high dispersion as well, just rare across the board. Sphene is rare overall. This is that brightest material, the brightest greens we've had. Of course, you see all those other colors. That's the dispersion in full effect. But what this material does that other Sphenes historically have not, this changes color from green to red. It is a major stone. This is 874. It's brand new tonight. It's a 202 perfect round. This is that brilliant cut like we'd see in a diamond, and it's in the bridge. Diamond weight here is 70 points. The last one we had was in a bridge, but it had about 30 points in diamonds. This has 70 points in diamonds. So a little bit up on the diamond weight. Gorgeous round if you like rounds. Well, I don't think there's a better cut. The Asher was absolutely gorgeous. The round is traditional. When you have a dispersive stone, we tend to like a round cut. Round cuts are going to show that off. It's called a round brilliant for good reason, right? It's going to show off the brilliance, and that's what this stone, part of what it does so well. But the fact that it's able to phenomenally be that bright, gorgeous green, and then in a different light source can be bright red, that is even cooler. And this is only a material that we've had since 2017 was when I stood here and debuted it to the world. It was March of 2017. So it hasn't been all that well known or hasn't been all that available because it's really kind of still considered kind of new and fresh. And that's the color changing variety. So here's what we've got, $69.99. I did this earlier. It was the first couple minutes of the show. We had so many of you want this bean that I took the price that it was rightfully supposed to be and just dropped it. And that way it got out the door really quickly, like in 2 seconds. We're going to do that right now. But now that we might have a little bit more viewership and we've been sort of anticipating this 202 here in the first hour, well, I'm going to let you price it. So instead of me just saying, let me discount it, I'm going to discount it further than I can, just so we can get an auction going, and that's how we're going to start the hour. So does that sound good? On our big 202 round that is spectacular, it is not going to be $69.99. Just know that's what you're supposed to pay tonight. That's what you're supposed to pay for it. It's a brand new piece. Brand new. And wait till you see this on. It's even got the diamonds. That would be 4 rows in diamonds, 1 row top and bottom, of course, and then the 2 rows that run underneath it. Any gold you want still. Are you ready to see what we're about to do? It's only fair. See, if you were with me in the first hour and you saw the 233 Asher cut, you know what I marked it down to. So you're probably going to look at this and go, yeah, I can't spend $7,000 on that one because of what you did earlier. So here's the solution. Yeah, so I guess that also means $59.99, probably not good enough. Yes. Oh, I can show it whenever. Do you want to see it next? I have a certified grandidierite in a 1 carat size. We'll show it to you. It's actually over a carat. I'll show it to you next. This is fabulous, and we only have, do we have anybody on the lines? Nope. Okay. They're on the grandidierite. All right. They heard me talk about it at the top of the show. 109 certified grandidierite coming your way. But this is not going to be, I don't think $59.99 is going to do it. I don't know if $5,000 to open is going to do it. I don't know about $45,000 or $4,000, but I do know this. We want to give as many shoppers and collectors and gem lovers out there an opportunity to own this rare color changing spoon. So here's how I think we need to do this. $3,500 to, you know what? Let's do $3,000. Let's just do $3,000. We'll make it simple. $3,000 to start. A $25, you know what? Let's go even lower. Let's go even lower. I'm not starting at 3. We're not going to start at 29 or 28 or 27 or 26, and I know this is not allowed, but that's, you know, neither was what I did earlier on the Asher. So here's what we're thinking, and think about the yellow gold, the white gold, the rose gold. It's totally up to you, but this is what happens when it's at eye level. So it looks great there, no question. But when you see this stone do that, that's another story. Ooh la la, that is just razzle dazzle me right there. No? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool right now. See, that's what I object to with color changing stones. Like, okay, that's great, and I like that, and I like that it's rare, and I respect that and appreciate that, but you're not always going to get to see that. So I like when it looks good now. It's looking good right here, right now. We don't need to wait to see it do the cool thing that it does, but we're just look at that. You know what? $2,500, we don't even have anybody on the phone lines even verifying an open. So I'll make this real simple. We're not going to start at $2,500 either. Let's get you one of the rarest stones in the world, but also I think, for what it's worth, one of the most beautiful stones in the world. And rare, yes, but super cool, yeah. Colorful, bright, exotic, all the things, and you get the 70 points in diamond set and the gold around it, and it's not even $2,500 to start. I'm not sure what it's going to take, but we're going to find out together. I'm going to do 24, you know what, 23, 22, 21. I want to make this really, really easy. Let's just start at $2,000, and we'll make the increments only $25 increments, and we'll go from there, and we'll give it 60 seconds to get it started. Top of the hour. I'm not sure if this was the best timing, but here it is. Here it is, and this is party time. That's a party stone. 55 seconds to get the open and get it started. It's my last one tonight. I don't even know, do we have any coming in the next few days? I don't think so. Or maybe there was a small, I think we were working on a smaller stone. Ping, do we have some 1 carats that are coming, but they're much smaller, right? In the next coming days, we'll have, what is it? Do we have a couple, but they're smaller? The weekend? Well, that's what I mean. Those are the next shows, right? I mean, right? So yeah, the weekend, but they're smaller stones, right? So I just want to like play it out so you guys know what? Do we have the open? Anybody thinking about it? Will, are you verifying on this one? We've got the open. Hey, now we've got the open at $2,000. Well, good news there. Bad news is we only have the open at $2,000. There's not even a competing bidder at this point. So let's make this quick, just like we did the Gen Spring. I have a lot of jewelry to show you tonight. We're already 8 minutes into hour number 2. So we're going to just send, and speaking of 2, we're only at $2,000. That's it. I'd like to have 2 bidders now, but no, we don't have 2 bidders. We have $2,000 and not even 2 bidders. Started this low on a $6,999 piece. That is our exclusive here. This is that new collectible material that is the higher end than we'd even had back when I debuted it in 2017. Do you guys remember? I know that would mean you're a longtime viewer. So first of all, if you remember that debut, thank you for watching all these years, and thank you for being with us all these years later. But you remember that original material had a lot of, it was not even the same green color. It was a lot darker. It had a lot more olive green tone. It wasn't nearly as bright. Didn't have nearly, because it also was a little bit lacking in clarity, so you weren't able to see as much of that dynamic dispersion. When you get a cleaner stone like these are, this newer collection, you get that really dynamic bright. Nothing's impeding that brilliance from showing up and showing to your eyes. So here's what I'm going to do. Sorry to say, but we're still stuck with 1 bidder, so I'm going to give it a final 2 minutes. We're going to see the end of this auction here in 2 minutes' time. It means you start dialing now, because once that clock ends, we have to close the auction for good. And it's only, you know what, would this help? Should we do a $10 increment? I did that on the Gen Spring, so I only want to be fair here. Let's do a $10 increment. I mean, it's fair, right? Some of the ladies might be going, why'd the guys get a $10 increment? We got a $25 increment. I mean, as easy as that is, let's make it $10. Make it all fair, right? All is fair in love and jewelry, right? That's what they say. Or is that love and basketball? Or is that love and war? See, I don't want to talk about love and war. I just want to talk about basketball or jewelry. So that works, love and jewelry. That's what we're going to do. $2,000, $10 increments. Let's give it 2 minutes. So deuces are wild here. Are you ready? We need to get some bidders on the line here. And if you want a chance at Speen, again, I'll have a couple more over the weekend. Just confirm that with the jewelry department, but they're going to be much smaller stones. I got a hint for you. The smaller stones are not going to be much less because of how far I've brought this down. So why not get the bigger material that makes it so rare? Why not, when it's virtually the same price, why not jump in on the bigger material that's going to have that much more liveliness and color and beauty and brilliance and all of that? Get the bigger material because the pricing, look how good it is. So we're at $2,000. Man, I knew it. I probably should have waited till the bottom of this hour. But here we go. Final call, 2 minutes. Let's take a last look at it. And then we'll see what we got out there. We got final 2. And yeah, I guess the rainbow clock works for this one too, doesn't it? Questions? Look at this. And I got to try it on because you got to see that. You got to see it on. Look at how beautiful this is. That's up at eye level. This is the 202. It's the round. Look at the bridge. That's the double. Ooh, look at that. The culet comes right down to the diamonds there. And then we're going to see it on the hand. Yes. Question? Yeah, absolutely. Haven't I done that yet? That could explain everything. Think I did, but I'm not sure. I hope I did, but here it is on the hand. So you can see even from a distance away, look how lively that is, how beautifully brilliant, how colorful, how amazing that is. And we only have 2,000. We're looking for more. 2010 would be the next minimum bid at this point. So it's our last call. We've got 1:15 now left to get you in tonight. That is such an amazing, amazing piece, isn't it? And then set up a little higher. I love that bridge for that reason. Adding the diamonds top and bottom here. That's 4 rows total weight. Think about that for a second. Wait a minute. 4 rows and diamonds in a ring? What would that be by itself on its own? Think about what it costs you to buy. You guys always ask me about my little eternity band here, right? My little eternity band that I move over to my thumb for the presentations, right? Well, these diamonds are much bigger than that, but I can tell you right now, if you were buying 4 of these bands, you would not even be able, you'd have to spend more than $2,000 just to get 4 diamond bands, and those are smaller. This is much bigger diamond weight throughout, and we're only at $2,000. We've got less than 30 seconds remaining, and then we're gonna have to sell it. So say bye-bye. Toodaloo, ta-ta to the razzle-dazzle. That's going to be that simple, guys. We're at $2,000 only, and it's our last call, $10 increments. Ay. What was I thinking? What was I doing? I don't know, but here we are. And good thing is it's our last color change Speen of the night. So I have done what I have done, and I'm going to have to live with that. But 2,000. Let's see if we've got 2010 or more. Anybody else want to come on in here at the end? All right. Do we have 2010? You got it? Sold. Congratulations. That's gone. Get ready. We've got the really special blue wing coming up as well. I'm not ready to leave that stone. I love it. I could look at that all day long. Oh, I want to show you the big ruby collection. This is a collection. It's a collection that just happens to be all the stones set into one gorgeous, very large ring. 20147 is the item number here. Look at that. It's got a 243 center oval number 1. I think we need to zoom back just a little bit, right? Just so you can see the entirety of this gorgeous ring, and big diamonds too. So it's big rubies, big diamonds. Set it all up. 348 of the side rubies. Well, they're big too. They're a slightly kind of oval, yes. The stone size or the whole ring? The stone size. The diameter of the 2-carat speen is 8 millimeters. Exactly. You got it. So this would be a total of 591 in rubies and then 59 points in diamonds. Very nice. Almost 6 carats of ruby in one ring in solid yellow gold. Stays in the yellow gold. A bit of a floral look, wouldn't you say? A bit of a floral overall. Not completely, but you know, beautiful nonetheless. I love the glow individually, each and every one of those rubies glowing the way it is. How about those roval stones on the outside? It's a true oval in the middle, and all those bright, gorgeous rovals beyond that, and your bigger diamonds. Now, it's 59 points, almost 2/3 of a carat, but there are only 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 different diamonds there. It goes from a smaller and a larger to kind of fill in the gaps between what would be those roval stones that are set up around. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and we're going to make it really simple and easy. I think it's even prettier when you see it from a distance, because when you're up close, you almost see the prong setting of each individual stone. Here, it just looks like almost a floral design. It almost looks like it's one ruby that's cut in this floral look. It's really intriguing, and it was going to be $59.99. Let's try something different for you. I love that you're getting 6 carats. I don't have a 6-carat ruby for the record. My largest stone is just over 3 carats. It's way more than $59.99 to get a single 3-carat. So if you can, handle the bigger carat weight coming via 7 different individual stones, this is the way to go. It certainly saves you a bundle, because obviously bigger stones. I even have a 2-carat here. I have a 2-carat in front of me. It's a 257. It's $13,000. I'll show it to you. There's just no comparing this value. So even at $59.99, but wait, it gets better, because I'm bringing this price on this one-of-a-kind custom ring way, way, way lower than $59.99. Let's take a look at it up close again. I just wanted you to see the size of it overall. And a stunner. I'll make it easy. You know what? Blow it out right now. We'll make it $2,999 only. $29.99. And now that is a mega value right there. And there's your close-up look, as close as we can possibly get without, taking away some of the stones here. They're all so important and so premium. So huge value there. Love seeing it, and it's time to move here shortly. We're 15 minutes into the first hour. We have that big Tanzanite deal coming up shortly, about 15 minutes from now. We'll get you a Tanzanite opportunity. We have any requests you want to see, bring those requests into us so we can find them, bring them out, show them to you. Whatever it is you'd like to see showcased on the air, we'd be happy to do that. But this is the way. Look at that ruby. Look at that. Look at the rubies, right? It's $591 total weight plus the diamond weight. Coming up, and if you want the individual ruby, $257, $13,000. It's literally right here. There's the ruby ring. There it is. And it's $12,999. There's the ruby, and it's a 2-carat 57 pear shape. So how about getting 6 carats almost for $3,000? That's the way we're making this happen. That's why that's a value right there. And it's for one caller only. So if you'd like it, let me know. And then we're going to move right along. We've got a lot to show you. And then don't forget, we even have a gorgeous pink diamond that is certified. But somebody wanted to see the grandidiorite. And who was it, Jess? Do you know? I'm sorry? Oh, okay, cool. So here we have 880 coming up. This is our grandidiorite. It is the largest we've had. And that's why it got sent to the GIA, because we've had we've had a few. And I don't know how many total, probably if I had to guess, about probably close to 24 grandiderites on the show. This one had to be sent off to the Carlsbad campus, the headquarters of the Gemological Institute of America, because it is so impressive. I mentioned this at the top of the show. Got a lot of beautiful museum collectibles here tonight. This one certified, and it's got some very strong color to it. This is really gorgeous. It's a carat 09 in this Madagascar grandidierite, one of the rarest stones from planet Earth. You've got an incredible color here. It really is, if you've ever seen a Brazilian Paraíba. A lot of our grandidierite colors we've likened to Paraíba, but when we bring Paraíba, those are typically Nigerian or Madagascar, usually Madagascar stones. When we've had a couple of Brazilian Paraíbas, they're usually 2 or 3 points in size, but they're intense color. And interestingly enough, this premier carat 09 grandidierite tends to have more of the Paraíba color we would see out of Brazil as opposed to the Africana material. So incredibly valuable to have this to go with it. We're going to send that off with the ring to you. This is also in a bridge mounting. The item number is 880. We have one, obviously. There's nothing else like it in the inventory. Let's take a look at this one. The ruby is still here if you'd like it. Let's take a look at our 1 carat 09, and how about that? It is truly, it is Brazilian Paraíba color, but it is this very, very special size. I cannot believe we are in the company of such rarity here tonight. Across the board, the whole show has really, I mean, we've got just incredible museum pieces really punctuating the entirety of our 3 hours tonight. But this is the 109 Madagascar grandidierite. It is such an important carat 09, but also it has 99 points in diamonds in the bridge, so we have to touch on that. But here's a look at the cert from GIA. So you've got, this is really special. Look at this. Now, the colored certs, or meaning colored gem certs, as opposed to diamond certs, are a little different. They run east to west. They're trifold here. That's the photograph. That's the lower third there. Then you've got in the middle here, we're going to talk about that one loose stone, because it was sent off as a loose stone, carat 09, and then it's also got your measurement there at 5.2 by 7.8. Also, that third measurement, the last there, is going to be the depth of the stone. And then we have a little bit of more information here about your oval brilliant cut. It is also going to be transparent green blue, which is super, super rare, and it's our grandidierite species. So hugely, hugely important here. Here's what we've got for you. Clarity enhanced means a little bit of heat treatment. That is typical for this stone. Also, you've got, let's not forget, one of our greater values, because here's a stone that if anything was ever to be categorized as priceless, it would be a stone like this. Because of the size, because of, well, look at what you're getting also, the clarity that it has, that deeper saturation in that blue-green that the GIA mentioned. And we only have this one, and let me move it just so you can see it really, again, face up directly to eye level, so you can really appreciate the clarity that has. I'm going to try it on for you as well. Here it is. You can change the gold if you want to as well. So get the yellow gold or the rose gold if you'd prefer it, but I've not seen one this size. Remember, we were talking about 20 pointers as very large. 25 pointers, jumbo. This is a carat 09. That's why it gets the GIA certified treatment. And we're going to mean, you know what, $16,999 is listed here tonight. Obviously super, super rare. And that is not a price that I'm just pulling out of thin air. It's right here. There it is, 109, highlighted even. 109 oval grandidierite, $17,000 ring. TVON price when it should be price less. We're going to make it a lot better than that. And this is how we do it. One caller. Yeah, that's obvious. And we're going to bring it down below $10,000. Sure enough, it is not $99.99 tonight. This is a major collectible stone. I can't wait to see who gets it. We have a lot of collectors. And like I always say, we have more collectors than we have collectibles. And we bring collectibles every single show. 3 hours worth of great collectibles every single show. Every Monday, every Wednesday, every Thursday, Friday online, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, we bring collectibles all the time. So to have something like this, another level. It's not $99.99 either, just to ensure I've been bringing down prices all night long. I'm not going to stop now, even though we know we're never going to see anything like this again. We know that. It's not $99. It's not $89. And it is not, I tell you guys, it's not even $88, $88. This should be gone. $17,000 price tag. That's where it should rightfully be. We're going to take it even lower than $8,500. Blow it out, make it $79.99. First caller on our only 1 carat plus grandidierite and certified. And it is $79.99 tonight. What a value. And is impressive. That I would just expect, I mean, even when we had 20 pointers, they would have a little bit of inclusion issues to them. That is just not the case here. You would expect even more visible inclusions when you have a bigger size stone like this, but look at it. Perfection in, I mean, can we find a flaw? Let's play the game. Can we? Let's play the let's find a flaw. Do we see one? Because I'm turning it every which way through the side. All I'm seeing are the diamond brilliance shining through the stone. Look at that. $79.99. Fun to look at, right? Fun to see something of that level, that magnitude, that rarity, all happening at $79.99. So glad we got to show that to you. Very excited to have that here, and a little unexpected collectible for you. And then here we go. We still have the ruby cluster, by the way, and I want to bring out that, hey, it's almost the bottom of the hour. We're about 6 minutes away from the ultimate tanzanite deal. Before we do that, it is May. It's May 18th. So what I want to do is I want to share a little special May birthstone here. It's really, it's a treat for all of us. You don't need to be a May birthday to enjoy emerald. It's one of the big 3 stones out there. So I think we know. When you get an emerald that's got clarity, that's got color, well, this has it all. Look at this Colombian emerald and take a gander at 733. That's your item number. It's going to be a 68-point Colombian emerald, and it has the clarity. It has the color. It has the glow. But then it's also in a classic 65-point diamond mounting as well. So you have a lot of classic nature about this. It's one of the big 3 gems out there. We know rubies and emeralds and sapphires are all belonging to that big 3 category. But you also happen to have this very impressive, very special clarity and color. I want to do something wild because we know what happens when you get, there are emeralds out there that are affordable. Don't get me wrong. And I know that even I hate saying that affordable because I think everybody's definition of affordable is different. So it's a little tough to say that as a blanket statement. But when we see what are quote unquote in the jewelry world of fine jewelry, affordable emeralds, a lot of times they're going to look like green rock. They're going to look like completely opaque, a really deep, deep, dark kind of muddy, hazy green color. This is where you're getting exactly what emeralds would look like if you saw them in a textbook. If you saw them in one of those beautiful full color coffee table books, you know, where the book costs $800 because it's, you know, that big old display piece. This is where if you opened a page of fine jewelry and you saw an emerald, this is what it would look like. Even if that emerald cost $20, $30, $40, $50,000, as emeralds often do when they're of that really high-end level of quality, color, etc. You've got this amazing Colombian material as well that is the top source worldwide. Even takes the place of Zambians. Every now and then we'll see a Zambian stone. They tend to be quite pricey. That does not mean that it is the better material. It's just what gives us generally some bigger stones. So when we see them here, they tend to be $50,000. But Colombian is still the one we defer to as the overall arching best. This is it. You're getting a piece of history in that respect. It's muso material. It's a great mounting, and it should be $29.99 right here on the bag. That's what it says. I'm going to do better, and we're going to make this easy. And we're going to celebrate a gem that I believe everybody needs to have. But for those of us that really, really love it or seek it out because it's just attractive to us, or maybe it's not typically to you because if you're like me and it's my birthstone and I've never really loved a lot of emeralds because I don't want to see inclusions. That's where the struggle is. With emeralds, you're going to see them typically. They all have them. They're type 3 stones. That's part of the deal. But if you want to see where it's more clarity than it is included, and you know that based on how much glow are you getting, how much light do you see from that stone, and when you see it like it is here, you realize this should be $40,000 somewhere else. It's not even $3,000 here tonight. I'm saying all that because I'm encouraging you to get on the phone lines and be ready for something unexpected when it comes to the emerald world. It's that simple. We don't see these values. Even here, we don't see these values. And you've got a full 2/3 of a carat in diamonds around it. You're going to still choose your gold. And because it's now past the middle of May, and we want to take one of the most important must-have big stones out there and make it affordable, here's how I'm going to do it. We're not even asking for $999. There's no way to do the mounting by itself. So suddenly that emerald, that Muso 68-point stone is free, but it's also not $999. Going even lower. Let's take a look at it on the hand here. You have got to see this. This is what I always say is before you only look at it up close, look at it from a distance. See what it does. Does it have the glow? Does it look like, again, we just went further away, but now you see even more gleam and glow and clarity. You're seeing all the light play and you're seeing it reflect back to the eye. This is not going to be $9.99. We have nobody on the phone lines. My goodness, I have not explained something properly, because this is where, again, you do not see emeralds like this for this price tag. Solitaire like stones by themselves, a loose stone. You would not see the mounting for this price. We're not going to do $9.99 or $899. This is your time to pick up an emerald. Maybe even perhaps could it be a gift? You don't see a lot of emeralds go down to a giftable price range, right? $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. They aren't giftable. I'm not buying gifts like that. And I like to do good gifting, right? This is giftable, I think. If you wanted to treat somebody you know, somebody you love, somebody you care for, maybe they have a birthday in the month of May and you want them to have the best, highest end of their birthstone. If not, you know what? I'll tell you what. Let's make it even better. It's not even $8.99. We're going to blow it out. It's $888 first caller. 68-point emerald, gorgeous glow and clarity, diamonds to boot at 65 points, and it's any gold, any size you want. That's all free. So you pay the $888, and you get it exactly how you want it, every little last detail covered, and it's $888 to get a Colombian emerald, and our Tanzanite will be next because it's already the halfway point of the show here tonight. So take a look at that. We'll give it 60 seconds, and we'll see who's got it. That's a major, major value at $888, and then I'll try it on the hand one more time, too, because now that you've seen the price tag, you're probably saying, wait a minute, let me see that again. Let me take that all in. Let me see what I'm seeing with that size and that glow and that color and that clarity. Question? Yes, here it goes on the hand again. There it is. 35 seconds. Woo, $888. Classic styling. Right there. Look at that glow. All happening right there. It's exactly what a $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 emerald looks like in retail. Look at that. And I'm not one to like to look at conclusions. They're there, but they're so small. You're getting that kind of glow. Look at that. That's crystallinity to your stone. That is not a word we use often with a type 3 green beryl. We don't talk about crystalline clarity. This has it. Okay. Time for Tanzanite. Look at that. That's your up close. Tanzanite is next. It's going to be a big 4-carat 53. Love the 4-carat sizes for everyday wear, but still really impressive given the wow factor. Nobody wants our emerald? Oh man, I'm taking it. I will gladly take it for $888. And you're thinking, Lolo, you're in the business. You can probably get a better, no, I can't get a better value than that. I cannot get a better value than the ones I give you. That's a fact. We are witnessing that right here, right now. It's a fact. So $888, if you would like it, enjoy. My goodness, it's still here if you want it. So coming up, I think we're ready for the Tanzanite. We've got one blue wing opportunity tonight. I'm barring any requests that you might have. We can bring those out, but I thought we'd bring out the classic. Like, people ask me this all the time. You guys have a lot of different mountings. What is, because a lot of people when they first start shopping, they're not sure what kind of mounting to get. And, you know, a lot of times with fine jewelry, not everybody's able to get 50 different pieces. So you have to be really selective about that one special piece you're going to get, or those 2 special pieces, whatever it may be. I have a piece coming up that is so signature, so iconic. I have been offering this mounting, this very mounting, this exact mounting on live television for 21 years. The entirety of my career, I have offered this mounting with a various number of stones in the center. I know the first purchase, before I just started buying everything from my mom, but my mom made a purchase many, many years ago, back in 2004. From a show. I was so new at this one place, she thought that was the only way to get it. She just bought it off the air. She bought it from me off the air. It's the first and last time she'd ever done that. And she got a ruby in the signature mounting. That is still to this day, not only is it her birthstone, but it is still her most important piece she has because it's a 2-carat Burma ruby. And it's an important piece. And she's got now everything you can imagine. She had a great jewelry collection long before I was in the jewelry business. She's been collecting jewelry since I was a little kid. So this is where We know the mounting is of high style, of iconic, classic look, styling, featured. You know you'll wear it 10 years from now, and that's why I mentioned this. This is where if you're not sure where to go, because we have tanzanites and halos and bridge mountings and every other kind of wild design you could think of. But if you are, and I realize you see 2, 3 a night here, if you are wanting to go as classic and timeless as possible, this is the mounting I recommend to you and just about everybody. It is an icon. It's got a carat 20 in VS diamonds. It's a beautiful halo design, but it's still going to give you the big pave on the sides, so it really anchors this beautiful ring really, really well. I should probably just put it on my hand so you can see it this whole time and see what it looks like from across the room. But it's got this powerful 4 carat 53 this time around. It is our most super saturated oval. It is a 453 in the oval. It's got the carat 20 in diamonds, and of course you can have any gold you want. So white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold in the 14K. But this is a style that, whether it was 21 years ago, it was popular. 10 years ago, popular. Today, popular. And you know what? If I'm lucky enough to be doing this 10, 20 years from now, would you guys still want to look at an old lady on TV? Right? I don't know. I don't know. But if I am, I would imagine I'll still be showing this mounting. Now, I won't have blue wing block D because those are, we only have a couple of those stones left, so we won't have blue wing block Ds. But this is the one to own. So if you have, because I hear it a lot, where do I start? Where do I begin? Where do I, what mounting do you recommend? Where should I go? It's this mounting. It is this mounting, if you like a lot of diamonds, okay? Because it has a lot of diamonds. So let's move that emerald aside, which I think is still here if you want it, and then let's take a look at this. This is the blue wing block D. Woohoo! Now, oh, I love this ring so much. It's fabulous in every way. It's item number 860, brand new tonight. Now what are we going to do with it? Because 453 of that color and red flashes, you better believe it. They're all there. Look at that. So actually, I don't even want to go. I want to come in close. Look at these reds, because I always know that everyone's TV is a little different. Everyone's monitor, setting, phone, tablet, computer, TV, whatever, however you're watching us. Speaking of mom, she watches on the phone. She doesn't watch me on TV anymore. She watches on her phone. That's so she can watch other things on TV while I'm on. So she can keep up with, you know, her sports. But they're over for the night. So, right? So, you know, and the Golden Knights don't play till Friday. So we're good now, right? Is that tomorrow? Oh, it's tomorrow. Yay. So here we are. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to go out there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Christine, you're leaving tonight to go to the East Coast? I need to get in the car and go head out east as well, but not quite as far east. Just Vegas. All right, here we go. 453, oval stone, carat 20. What do we think? And, oh, does it have anything else going on? Yeah. Under gallery, all the way through, right there. This is it. Okay, so now we just got to move it. We got to get you a great deal. And I will. Oh, will I ever. Let's try it on, too, so you can see what this looks like. You saw it across the room. Let's show it from that perspective there. What a looker on that stone. Here's what I've got for you. 453, yeah, right where it should be. $79.99. Right here tonight, $79.99 should be. We're going to take it lower because I have not stuck to a blue wing price now for years. And that's developed a whole new pattern of pricing that now we've all committed to seeing and we're all just on board with. And why spend more to get less quality when you can actually spend less and get best quality? Not more, best. Let's go to the top of the line. Well, how would I know that? What do you mean? There's only one source in the world. How do you know? That's one source. How could it be any different? Every block produced a different color saturation. D block is donezo, but that's not what D stands for, but it's done. It's done. Block C is all we got left. So whatever kind of mining, if it's 5 minutes, if it's 5 years, if it's 10 years, it's done. So block C is all we have. Block C just produces a lower material. It's just a lighter saturation. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to put it on the auction block. I am ready to go. We gotta get this one at home, and I know we will. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold, you decide. Here's what I'm going to do. Instead of half off at $4,000, we're going to take it even lower. We're not going to do $4,000. We're not going to do $3,500, although that's pretty fair. We're not even starting at $3,000 on a 453. any gold. This saturation level is the best. Out of our blue wing material, we've had different levels of quality. This is, well, you see it right there. If it displays red on television, as you see it at home, however you're watching, if you're seeing red, and I know I am, I'm seeing it, I get the benefit of seeing it in person and seeing it on a monitor like you guys do. Honestly, the red here is extreme. It always is going to show up a lot more prevalent in person than it's able to on a camera or on a screen here in this environment because there's so many lights. But you know what, guys? When it shows red, you know that's the upper echelon material of the Blue Wing Block D, which is already regarded as the all-time, never will be, never has been a better quality. So this is not going to be $3,000. Here's the deal. It's not even $2,500. We're going to make this interesting, and I need to get more than just, we've had a couple auctions today. We've had 1 and 2 bidder auctions. Let's make this one really active here. We only have a few minutes left until the top of the hour, so how about this? It's not even 25 or 24 or 23. This is going to, we did that Deuces Wild thing earlier. Should we make it $2,200 even and make it $22 increments? No, we shouldn't, because that's just too weird. You want to see a better value? I got it. It's not going to be $2,200 or $2,100. I'm going to start at $2,000, and we're going to make the increments $10. That's what we're doing all night. $10, not 22, not 20, not even, yeah, what it should be. We're going to start at $2,000, go up in $10 increments, and I say, good luck. Let's take a look at it, 60 seconds, and we'll see if we got the open. Yes. Flash the emerald. Is that one still here? Tell me, is that emerald still here? Okay. Don't think I'm leaving the auction, but I got to move it aside just to show this one more time. That's the 888 emerald, which I don't know, but I think it's still here. So there's the emerald one more time. That was the 68-point Colombian with 65 points in diamonds. Any gold you want for 888. Now we bring the Blue Wing Block D back. Bring it back. Okay, so we have 43 seconds now ticking down, and we have no open. Will's on the emerald, maybe. Jalen, are you on something else or on our Blue Wing Block D? Something else? Okay. We are in a big, big, big world of hurt here. So how about this? Can I try something? Can we stop the clock? Oh, it would have been cool if it stopped at 20 seconds. We are going to do something crazy here. You know what? If the emerald's still here, we are verifying on the emerald, and this one's still here at 2,000, we need to do something wild. And I really am committed to trying to get a couple of bidders on this one. Maybe even 5 or 10 would be nice, or a lot of bidders. We're going to try to get some action going. So here's what I'm thinking. We're not even going to start at $2,000 after all. I haven't even calculated the per carat, but I know it's really, really, really good. Really good. Now, I know it's pretty easy to sit here and talk about per carat and ignore the diamonds and ignore the gold. But on this signature mounting, let me tell you a little story. It's pretty quick. Back in 2004, when I started really selling a lot of this mounting, back in 2004, it was like, it was every day. And I remember so distinctly because it was actually sold as a semi-mount at the time too. So we would offer it with stones and without. You could buy it with just the diamonds and then a big open space in the middle, and you could put your own stone in. And back then, 2004, when it was offered as a semi-mount, this is a long time ago, prices were different on gold and diamonds. Heck, labor was way different. Everything was different. And do you know back then, the mounting sold for $29.99 back then. Now, if you're going, who cares? I just want a value now. I always want a value. I still want a value. Give me a value, so that's great. But think about what that means. If that was a $3,000 mounting in 2004, we're talking nearly 20 years ago, and also this has a 453. Blue Wing Block D wasn't available then. Tanzanite was, but not this quality. And we don't have $2,000 to open. I'll tell you what, we're going to do even better than $2,000 to open. I should not be doing this, but hey, it's got to happen if you want a lot of bids, or at least that's what I'm hoping. Who knows if that's going to happen at this point, but I'm not even starting at $1,900. We're just going to get you down to a per carat level that is going to make this interesting and get as many people in as possible, because I'd like you to try this. It really is a classic. It is a signature style. I'm going to do better than even $1,900 because I don't even know if we have $1,900. There's nobody except one person thinking about it. And instead of even $19 to open, we're going to start at $1,800 to open. That is my final offer. It's all I can do. I hope it helps. Again, that's something I fully anticipated to get a lot of people at $2,000 and keep it going. We didn't, so here we are. Go ahead, gets better value. Take a look at it, just how we do it. So a final 60 seconds now, and let's see if we've got $1,800 to start. And then let's go ahead and calculate a little per carat price for you on the tanzanite alone. If we get the open, which is right now, again, $1,800, I'm going to go ahead and calculate that per carat for you, which is, yeah, too low. Because a carat 20 in diamonds is not free. And a lot of gold to set that carat 20 in diamonds is not free. But if I'm actually calling it a free mounting, which it was $3,000 back 19 years ago, and if I'm saying it's free tonight, even with all that said, you're paying under $400 a carat for that tanzanite. And it's glowing. Neon. Neon really is the element of glow. And it's going to glow even more when you block the light. So there, full light, let's block a light. That light, is that light even on today? It didn't seem to make much of a difference. Look at that. There's like a full shadow, full solar eclipse happening. And look at how that stone just glows even richer and darker. It doesn't need a lot of light. So the reds you're seeing, that's one thing. But this beautiful purple, blue, neon element all gets better and more vibrant in lesser light. And that doesn't mean a dark room. It just means we're in the hottest light you could imagine. I liken it to surface of the sun lighting. That's where we are now. Poor tanzanite has to deal with that. But that just means at your home, in your office, at your restaurant, wherever you're wearing it, out and about every day, that blue wing is more saturated than is even able to really show up here the way we're all looking at it. So if that makes any sense. So do we have $1,800 by anybody? Do we have our open? Because I think, did we run a 60-second clock? Because I was so caught up over there blocking lights. I didn't even look at a clock, but I'm assuming we did. So do we have $1,800? We're going to find out. Yes. Do we have it? White, yellow, rose gold, any size you need. Finished under gallery. Did I show you that? Did I show you the under gallery? Let me do it again. So I think we do have $1,800 officially. We do. Look at this. There's all that under gallery. White, yellow, rose. And here we are with a $10 increment. And we do have $1,800. Thank you so much. $1,800 we do have. Here we go. Well, as they say, here goes nothing. And we just lost a bidder. So, well, is that, no, they weren't, okay. Hold on. They were verifying, they're out. So all we have is $1,800? Well, you don't even have a phone, do you? Do you have a call? Oh, you did. Did they get disconnected? Is that the call that dropped? Okay. So we were verifying, and I'll tell you what, guys, it looks like I'm in for some trouble here. We got $1,800. We have one person verifying they're out. Well, their call dropped. If your call got disconnected, call us back. $1,800. Whew, should not be happening. Should not be happening, but it is. It's happening. So we're going to give it a final 2 minutes. Here we are again. All my good intentions to get a lot of people in and a lot of activity has once again completely backfired. So we are only at $1,800. We're going to give it a final 2 minutes. It's a $10 increment. Shouldn't even be doing that. Doesn't really matter. So that's the little, proverbial drop in the bucket here. When you are saving, well, it's the $79.99 ring. So you've got a lot to save here. $6,200 by my calculation. So here we go. It's going to be a final 2 minutes. We're going to sell it at the end of the clock. Signature mounting. Beautiful style. Classic, wearable, comfortable. It's comfortable. It's got that built-in under gallery. So even though it's a nice large ring, it's got comfort built in because it's made the right way. You know how much we are sticklers about that. It's got to be made the right way. You don't just get silly putting, big important stones with a lot of ES diamonds and silly gold mountings. You got to do it right. You got to make it properly. That's what we do. Our jewelry is the finest out there. And so when you see prices that are less than a mediocre brand leather handbag, there's something that is really, really, really important going on with value. Because it's as simple as this is timeless forever jewelry. This is pieces you're proud to give or to gift or to what have you, collect, resell, you name it. There's a lot of people here that buy and shop this show to resell in their own stores. Totally fine. And this is why I bring that up Not because I encourage you to do it necessarily, because those are the kind of values. People who are in our biz, who are people that create jewelry like we do, they can't make it for this price. And that is oh so true on this auction right now. We can't make it for this price. I know, because we have our cost on the bag and I went lower than that, and we haven't had a lot of activity. So I'll give it 2 minutes. We've said our piece. I've said my piece. We are going to be wrapping it up here. We have a final 2 minutes. Why we do that? That's to make the phone call. If you're thinking that sounds like a long time to make a phone call, it's to account for the delay in the broadcast, because it's about 30 seconds to send all these signals up to different, wherever they go, and then down to you and your house. So we give you 2 minutes, okay? Final call, last chance. We're looking for 1810. I keep wanting to say 2000, because remember, that was my already rock bottom open, and then I lowered it even more. So yeah, this one's a tough one to explain or describe, but you're getting 4.5 carats and a lot of diamond weight. And collectors, we're running out of blue wings. So it is time to get yours. Let's give it a last call. We're going to give it 2 minutes, and then bye-bye, it's gone. Take a look at it. Last chance to get you in on this one. And I'm going to try it on again. Hopefully that will change our fortune here a little bit. It's not a fortune on it, that's for sure. That's a lot of diamond weight. Look at those sides, those ample, larger sides of pave. The big stone that, I don't know, to me looks a little bigger than even 4.5 carat. We see a lot in the 4 and the 4.5 carat range. This one has a bigger dimensional look than that even. So we're at 18. Uh-oh, 1,800, looking for much more. But all you have to do is give us a $10 advance to potentially be, I don't know, in the lead here. So we'll size it for you. You don't need to go up on this size, by the way. It's true to size. So just whatever finger you want to wear it on. I'd suggest ring, middle, index. Those are probably your best bets on where to wear it as far as, size-wise, because it is a larger piece. So we'll size it wherever you need. You don't need to go up in a size. So go true on that, and we'll help you here. But it's our final call. We have a minute left. Oh, no. Final call, final chance, last moments of this auction here to get 1810 or more on a really exquisite blue wing block D, and a ton, just a ton of diamond weight here at 1 carat 20. One more time up close. Last call on this one. 40 seconds remaining, and then it's gonna be gone. Yes, question. Yes. Oh, is that why she called? She called during an auction just to tell us that she got her blue wing, and it's exquisite. Who is that? That's so nice. Well, someone just gave us a live testimonial, and they're not bidding on the auction, right? Is she bidding? No. But she's going to be on the phone lines just to hang out. She just got hers, and she likes it. She said it's exquisite. Michelle, can I thank you for that? She just wanted, I don't know if it's going, Michelle, it might be a little, yeah, for my purposes, it might be a little too late, but Michelle just called in because she already got her blue wing block D. She said exquisite. It's exquisite. I could not agree more. They are better, aren't they, Michelle? They're better in person than they are on TV. People sometimes say, oh my goodness, you sent me the wrong ring because this one's way better than the one I saw. This is what happens. It looks better in person. All right, I got to call it. Let's take a look at it one more time. I don't know what, I just wanted to thank Michelle for that nice, kind testimonial. Do we have 1810? Yes or no? Got it? Yes, no? A reluctant sold. Congratulations. Okay, so that one's gone. Enjoy it. Thank you so much. And then we're going to talk a little bit about, and get requests in. We haven't had too many requests tonight. Hopefully it just means I'm showing you exactly what you want to see. I am going to show you a very important Paraíba because, well, it's the largest we have. I'm totally, insanely jealous of this piece because I've always been proud to have, I thought, one of the biggest Paraíbas in the world, and nope, I don't. This is even larger than mine. This is an 1171, and it is stunning, clean, big, gorgeous, clarity, cutting, everything. Is this a type 3 stone? Because it don't look like one. It sure is. This is normally riddled with inclusions. Copper-bearing tourmaline. I just don't even know why I'm showing this tonight. This is probably not the proper night. Have you seen the values we've had? Have you seen the price tags? But, it's worth a look, 9295. If nothing else, I bet you that most of my audience tonight, most people that are listening right now, do you agree with me? Tell me. I want your feedback. Have you ever seen an 1171 Paraíba before? Have you ever seen a 5 carat plus? Have you ever seen a 10 carat plus? This is a privileged moment we all have together to be able to collectively say as a group, oh my, as of today, May 18th, 2023, I've seen an 1171 Paraíba. I know it exists. Like, what's your favorite fantasy creature? Is it a mermaid? Is it a unicorn? Is it Bigfoot? Whatever it is, right? Like, you talk about them, but you know they don't really exist, right? It's more just like, it would be a miracle. Well, you know what? I feel like we are in the presence of the unicorn equivalent in gemstones. It's an 1171. And yet, with all that said, and the clarity it has, and the carat 61 in diamonds around it, and the solid gold that sets it, that is a piece that is on sale, on discount, and it is cheaper than, and I'm just going to put it plainly and simply here. I have had some new stones lately in Paraíba. I have told you about them. I've shown you a couple of them. I have 63 pointers that are $8,000. I had a 3 carat that I know I didn't show you the other day. It's roaming the safe somewhere. I have a 3 carat that is far more money than this 1171. Why? How does that make sense? Why is that the case? It is because it comes down simply to this is older material. This has been in our private collection here of ownership. Gem collectors, 6 generations running. This has been in a private collection from the early days of Paraíba mining, which was back, of course, the 80s. The late 80s was when it was discovered. This stone is younger than I am, which makes me feel really old. Everything makes me feel old these days. But you do have a stone that was discovered in 89. That was in Brazil. Then, of course, a few years later, trekked on over to Africa, realized that before plate tectonics and the movement of the continents we know today, that vein very well may have run through Africa. There was a discovery in Mozambique and Nigeria, and then shortly after, that was all mined out. That is to date the only 3 sources that we are aware of, likely the only 3 sources that exist, of copper-bearing tourmaline. So this material has been in the private collection for decades, because when you buy it today, it's more money, which is why when you can get a deal like you have here, or if you bought one from me like years ago, like my 10 carat. I acquired my 10 carat back in 2010. So 13 years ago. 13 years ago. And it was an expensive stone then, but nothing compared to what it is valued at today. So this is old material. That's a good thing, because my 63 pointers are $7,000 and $8,000. My 3 carat is $30,000. I'm trying to remember exactly. Was it 20? I think it was $29,999. This is less. It's less than $30,000, but it's not a 3, it's not a 5, it's not a 10. It's an 1171, and it's clean. If you're thinking that the price is some really low price because it's included, or no. So I say all that because if you're a collector and you want to own an 1171 and you know it should be sitting in a museum under glass and halogen lights and should not be for sale, that's exactly why I'm thrilled to bring it to you tonight. Take a look at it. We are putting it on sale, literally, and we are getting one collector the opportunity of a lifetime where it's not $39,000, and like I said, it's not even the 3 carat price today. That's $30,000. It's less than that, and there's quotes of 60, 70,000 a carat. Quite frankly, those are obsolete on Paraíba right now. I'm going to try it on. This can be done still in any gold you want, so please let us perfect that for you. If you'd prefer it in yellow or rose, no problem. It's got a carat 61 in diamonds, also a classic look in the mounting, and it's not even 30 or 29,999. This is how we make a remarkable, that's the rarest stone I believe we have. I mean, that's all a little bit subjective, but for my money, and for what I get quoted on Paraíba every 6 months or so, this is the best value we have. It's not even $29,000. It's not even $25,000. I know this is not inexpensive, but let me tell you something. Truthfully, for what this stone is, it is really, 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 really cheap. It really is. It really is. You can't buy 1 carat of this material today for this price tag. I'm serious. I'm really serious. This is the value is almost indescribable. It's not 25, 24, 23, 22. This is unheard of value. We are giving it away. And this, I beg the question here. I seriously would pose the question to ownership, why are we selling it? We should, I mean, maybe I should, why are we selling that on air? It's because we want you to have the value. We love our collectors. We love our viewers like family. This could be out. I know I have a whole, what would you say? We used to say a Rolodex. I have a whole contact list in my phone full of dealers that deal nothing but exotic gems. They would give me so much more for this 1171 that I'm offering it for on TV. That's a fact. But we don't want to have it go to the trade to another guy who's just going to sell it for a profit and sell it for a profit and sell it for a profit. That can go on for years. Everybody making their money to take a year off just because they profited that much on the stone from somebody else who would spend more. It just is. It's more important that one of our collectors here in our TVON family gets it. It's not even $22,000 or $21,000. It's not even $20,000. This is just a value. So if you need help in how we can split it up or break it up, or you want to pay over a little bit of time, we can help you with that, because you don't want to let the opportunity pass by, because there's not another one like it. And it's $19,999 on an 1171 Paraíba. That's not even $60,000 a carat. It's not even $2,000 a carat. So that tells you a lot about that value you're getting, not to mention the diamond weight, the gold, all of that. So $20,000, not even. It's $19,999 to get that one to you. So just really wanted to bring that out. Just, it's not every day it gets to come out to play. So always a thrill to be able to bring it to you and show it off a little bit, and, you know, make sure that you got a chance to own it if you like it. So $19,999, only one there. We're going to get on with, we got last hours here. We got the last hour here coming up. So we have a ruby deal, 2 rubies actually. I've got the big 257, but we also have a slightly smaller stone that is going to be in a classic mounting. Reminds me so much of the emerald we brought you. So again, great clarity on this stone. I mean, really, truly, just if nothing else, fun to be able to show it to our Thursday night audience, to show you what Mother Nature provides in the rarest form here. It's one of the rarest stones on the planet, but I'll tell you, when you're getting into that size, that's why I say it's the most important stone we have. And we've got big chameleons, we've got big tourmalines, other varieties that are non-copper bearing. We have, obviously, you know, of our fancy diamond collection. We have all these great stones. We've had a 1 carat 09 grandidierite tonight as well. We have a lot of beautiful, unique, rare exotics, but this is above and beyond. The size, the clarity, the cutting, the effect that it gives you, I just can't get over the clarity. And if it helps at all, I don't like to share too much. You guys know I'm a pretty private person, but I have a 10 carat that's clean like this one is. Mine's a cushion cut square. It's a 10 carat 06. And I'm going to tell you what it recently appraised for. It appraised for over $300,000. So again, if that gives you any idea, and mine is very clean like this is, but mine is smaller. And so this is, you know, if it's any indication, this is the one to own here. So let's move on to a ruby. I just, you know, I get carried away on these pieces because obviously it's like you just want to write a book about it. You just want to write a book or a dissertation about it. But this is my top of the hour for our very final hour of our Thursday here. And it's a gorgeous ruby. And I know that we've got some pretty high-end rubies that I can show you, the 257 for one and a few others. But they're $13,000. And I feel like now we've been to the museum and now we're leaving the museum. And, well, we're not. Because you know what? We're leaving the museum price tags. We're going to get into still a remarkable quality and a really teeny tiny little price tag on a Burma ruby. This is item number 752, and it's a gorgeous clarity on that ruby. And don't wait too long on that Paraíba. Don't make the mistake of thinking because it's 20 grand that it's going to sit here forever and ever and ever. We have too many good collectors out there that know what they're looking at. So don't think it's going to stick around too long. But here's our ruby, a 57-point Burma ruby and 63 points. Kind of reminds me of the signature style we saw with the emerald earlier, where we had a great emerald deal. And, you know, I don't even know if that emerald actually ever went. So I'm a little motivated here. Last hour, too, so we've got to make sure that we get a lot of values into our jam-packed final 58 minutes here of our Thursday. Because remember, we're not even on TV tomorrow. We've got an online-only show, so not even back on TV until Saturday morning and Sunday morning. So really want to make sure we get all the values we can. Really jammed in here in this last hour. And it's not going to be, I don't think that $24.99 is going to do it here for our last hour. So let's make it a lot easier. Just know that's what you should pay tonight for this beautiful, glowing, blue-red ruby. And it's going to be a lot better than $2,000. We're not leaving it there. Let's take a look at it on the hand as well. Yellow gold right now, but you can change that as well if you'd like the white gold or the rose gold. That's no problem. It's not $2,000, not $1,999. It's not even going to be $1,500. Better yet, I don't know who does this in diamonds and gold except TVON, but we are not even asking $1,000 for the ruby ring. It's not $999 either. Let's make it your ruby deal, and soon, before you know it, July is going to be here, and we're going to be talking rubies. But you know, hard to do a price tag like this on a Burma. We'll make it $888. That's it. And Will, did anybody ever get that emerald? Remember the emerald we did for $888? That's what actually inspired this price tag. So I was thinking we'd just put a similar price tag, the same price tag on a really good classic like a ruby. And that $1171 is still hanging out if you want it. So don't wait too long. So is our grandidierite. Just a couple of great museum pieces that we've had tonight on the show so far. Still have that 201 yellow diamond that was under $7,000 as well. Talk about a great loose stone price also. Great 201 yellow diamond that's all natural color. That was here for under $7,000, was $69.99. All right, final call. Let's go. We got a special piece coming up. Now, I guess it's silly to show you a bigger ruby, right? If this one's here at $888, I do have a larger pear shape. It's an 82 pointer. It's in a really big mounting. Do we like this look? That beautiful, very detailed mounting there. That's a pear shape. Have the 257 if you're looking for a $13,000 ruby. Also have a yellow diamond tonight with some major diamonds around it. Now, we are in last hour of our Thursday. So before we all say, okay, we've seen a lot of great jewelry in 2 hours. Let's just, let's go get rested for the weekend. I got to tell you, if there's anything we can show you in this final 55 minutes of this show, any requests, anything you want to see again from earlier in the show, anything we can bring out from a vault, anything at all, you have to tell me, let me know, because we are almost out of jewelry for tonight. So I've shown you a lot of great jewelry. We've shown it quickly. So you have to let me know if you have any requests whatsoever. We'll bring them out. For those of you that make Facebook requests, I don't see those. I think a lot of people think that I'm manning that page. I'm not. Busy enough up here with the live show. So I've got to tell you, get those into with the phone call. The phone call is the best way to make requests, because I always feel terrible when, you know, at 5 in the morning, I'm reading those going, oh my goodness, we had requests and I didn't know about them. So call us. Get the requests in verbally through our phone bank. That way they come in live here in front of me and I can hear them. And then we can go get you what you need to see as well. So just a heads up, requests sometimes are most efficient through the phone number there. And we're going to talk a little bit about a really special piece. We've got even some coral coming up as well. But if you have requests, you got to get them in. We'll help you with anything you need to see. We've got a last hour here, but we want to make sure it is important values, and I'll just drop prices like I've been doing all night on anything you want to see. So let's take a look at that ruby one more time. It's $888, and then we're going to get right on into, we've got this yellow diamond opportunity also, which is a lot of fun. It's always good to see a yellow diamond. So we've got a 1 carat for you. Haven't seen one in a few days. So we'll see that on the way, and then we've got a lot more. But again, requests are welcome, so get them in. We'll help you out. And here comes the yellow diamond. If you want the $888 ruby, now or never. Again, that's as crystalline and bright as the emerald we saw earlier also. That's a really cool stone, and yet these stones aren't normally. I know here we get really particular about what we bring, so maybe it's not all that unusual to see a clean ruby here on this show, but take a look at what rubies usually look like. They don't usually have any glow or any clarity to speak of. They're an opaque stone, so it just looks as if you painted a wall red. That's kind of what a ruby will typically look like. To get clarity is an extra step up. It certainly should cost more to get those high clarity stones, just not the case here. So coming up, I do have a quick little, we've got a little special necklace here that I think is going to be a beautiful idea, because we've had lately a lot of requests for cross pendants. And that requires buying a pendant and then having the perfect chain, or sometimes buying the perfect chain. What I'm going to do is show you something that's going to give you that all-in-one. So also for great gifting, I think this really makes a lot of sense. And if that's going to be graduation gifting, that we're in that season, right? Or whatever it may be, or even if you're just stocking up for end of the year holiday gift giving, this is where you might want to take advantage. This is going to be item number 3343, and then we'll get to that yellow diamond here. But I wanted to show this necklace, which is a great idea in that kind of curved style. So instead of a pendant on a chain, it's really your pendant built into the chain. And it's that sideways design, although I'll jog it around here so you can see. You can wear it like this if you want to and wear it centered up evenly at the center, or really more intended to be worn on the sides here as well if you'd like to do it that way. 25 points is your quarter carat in the VS diamonds as well. White, yellow, rose gold, all options, but it's a big markdown tonight. It's our $7.99 piece. We're going to take it a lot lower than that. And there's also, as we like to do, adjustability built in. So you've got a lobster claw closure, 3 different lengths you can choose from based on those different O-rings. So that'll be 16, 17, and 18. And then I'll go ahead and put it up against the neckline for you next so you can see it that way. Just to give you an idea of that size, because the cross itself is actually over an inch in the length. And then you can see it's got that curve because wherever it's going to be, wherever you're going to set it on the neckline, just a little bit of an across the room size perspective here. And if you do want to put it off to the side, you can. But that's why the curve is done, so that it really follows the line of the chain when it's on your neckline. Obviously, we don't have a squared off neckline. It's more rounded. So this is where, again, that's going to just kind of flow with the chain. That diamond cutting you get on the chain, this is what, if you were to put it over a, wear it on top of an outfit or an ensemble, you can see there how bright that's going to show up because it's sizable, and so you're not missing it. It's not super petite or really tiny. It's got that nice look to it. So as we go back to the hand, we're going to take the price down from $7.99, make it a lot more affordable, and again, all in one piece, so you're giving with ease. I never have said it many years ago. I learned my lesson a long time ago where I gave pendants, being in the jewelry business, to people that were on my gift list. I would give pendants at the holiday time and then realized, oh my goodness, I can't do that. Because what if they don't have the perfect chain? What if they don't have the perfect chain already, or it's not the right length, or it's not the right size chain? So much smarter to give an entire necklace like this, and it's not going to be all that pricey to do so because it's not $777 or $699 or even $599 tonight. We're going to make it $499 if you'd like this necklace. That's it. $499 gets it home to you in your choice of gold color. The lengths you don't need to worry about because we've included 3 lengths in one necklace that are all those really classic popular lengths that ladies tend to wear, and then we'll show it up close as well so you can see what those diamonds look like here on a close-up level, because we are not hiding the fact here that those are still your VS diamonds, and there's a great finishing. Let me show you the back. This is the finishing through the backside, so you can see how smooth that is all the way through the back and how solid we did that gold, but still cutting it out just so you get a lot of life to those diamonds. We always want to give our diamonds, no matter what, want to give them a lot of access and ability for light. So we have a request here. Speaking of diamonds, Marissa. Hi, Marissa. Your request is a diamond tennis bracelet. We've got it right here for you. It's coming up, and it's that big 3 carat 69 size. So really special diamond tennis bracelet. I'm going to loop it around a couple times so you can see as many diamonds as possible, but look at that beautiful matching. That's what we're showing off here. Yesterday we had a princess cut 7 carat bracelet. Today, bringing out a little more affordable version, because I know I got a lot of people asking for, is there anything that's a little bit more affordable? Already you're seeing this is the classic, and I'm going to tell you something. When we have diamonds, that's wonderful, but let's take a quick acknowledgement to the fact that a gold bracelet by itself today, a gold bangle, a basic gold line bracelet, how much do you spend on gold bracelets when gold is about $2,100 an ounce? Keeping in mind that although we pay a lot of attention to diamond weights on bracelets like this, 279 is the item number, it's a 369 total weight. So it's easy to just look at it for the diamonds because that's the really powerful part that otherwise I think we'd all buy a gold bracelet. We want a tennis bracelet because we want diamonds. We want that all the way around, link style, wear every day, stackable, wear by itself, however you want to do it. But this is the piece to own. Marissa, thank you for the request, because this is one that you don't have to be the requester to take advantage of. It's our 369 bracelet. They're bigger individual full cut round brilliance. Yes, they're still VS, and I'm going to say it one more time because yesterday I had this question about a 7 carat bracelet after it was purchased. Are they real diamonds? Are they real? That bracelet, by the way, was $7,000. And the question was posed, yes, but are they real diamonds? Because the fact is, you should never, ever, ever be able to get 7 carats in diamonds for $7,000. Never. And you understand that and know that. Now, if you live in our little TVON bubble, that might seem like a standard, which would mean that that's $3,690. And that's a great value. And yes, they're natural VS diamonds. They're not lab grown. They're not synthetic. I think I need to start saying those bad words because otherwise you might think that they are. We have natural VS diamonds here throughout. I've never known us to bring diamonds that are not. natural diamonds. We don't do the faux. We don't do the synthetic. We don't do the lab grown. I realize that is a lot of places right now, and that is to try and fight back to what the industry is doing. People are having, consumers are demanding. There's a lot of places to go. Designers, jewelry stores, different companies and different designers are forced to go that route because natural diamonds are so unbelievably cost prohibitive these days. We still give you away, and basically, guys, we just cut more and more and more into any little profit that we ever had to get you those values. A big part of it, too, is that we make our own jewelry. Remember, that is the big differential between TVON and everywhere else. Nobody else does that anymore. We make our own pieces. We create our own. Our premises that manufactures is here on site. So it is how we make those customizations and those gold color changes and those sizing on the spot, but it's also a big reason for the value. So before you go spend more than $1,000 a carat, which is right now where this is, on faux diamonds, because guess what, guys? What's happening. There are so many lab-grown diamonds right now that are more than $1,000 a carat. I've looked, I've priced them. It's crazy. They're lab-grown. My recommendation, and say what you will, this is my own personal opinion, I'd rather see you spend $30 on CZs than spend $3,000 on lab-grown, because to me, there's no difference. Faux is faux. I know there's a difference because the lab grown, they're saying, but they're actually the chemical composition. It's still made in a lab. So I care what it looks like. And you know what? A CZ is going to look like a lab grown. I don't want a lab grown. I really, really, really want to give you a value. And let's forget about everything I just said, because we don't offer lab grown and we don't offer simulants or synthetics or CZs. We only offer natural VS white diamonds. And you know what I'm going to do? Make it better than $1,000 a carat. That's why you shop here. That's why smart shoppers shop here. It's why really, 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 really big collectors of jewelry shop here, because they can get more of it. It's why people who maybe get one piece a year shop here, because they're making the most of their dollar. That's what we do. This is less than $3,690, and this is with solid gold. White, yellow, rose in your length choice. Let's show it to you on the wrist here as well. It is going to be less than even $3,500. It's less than $3,499. That's what it looks like from a distance away. So you can see this is no small piece. And I'm no tiny little petite thing, guys. I'm almost 6 feet tall. And I'm just, again, I wear a 7-inch bracelet. So this is where, again, if it looks big, it's big. If it looks important, it's important. And this is where you guys have a really special opportunity where it's not 34. And how have our prices changed? They've gone down, not up. Not 34, not 33, not 32, not $31.99 if you ever want a diamond tennis bracelet. And you are like myself and you are not willing to give in to the lab-grown, the synthetic, the faux, the simulated, the lookalikes, the CZs, the et cetera, this is the way to do it. It's not even $3,000. It's not even. I'm going to make it $2,999 for a $369 diamond tennis bracelet in solid gold. And that gold will be your choice of gold color. White, yellow, or rose. And let me show you all the angles here because I got to zoom in. We're going to walk you through the diamonds, the consistency, the matching, the beauty, the white bright. Again, these are in white gold against a white background. If there was any yellow or brown, you would definitely see it. $29.99 for a bracelet set like this, where I love that it's not a tinny little basket with little wiry prongs. You've got huge prongs, stabilized, bigger baskets, great depth so they sit up a little higher as well. Again, there's that factor of we want to give those diamonds what they crave, which is light. $29.99. Okay, so that's all for a request. You don't need to be the requester to take advantage of it. That is one of those bracelets that the styling is meant to be worn every single day. It's got an insert closure, 2 figure-8 safeties as well. This is the style you put on every day. Wear, stack, alone, whatever you want to do. It can be stackable. See, it doesn't sit well on its own because of those bigger baskets. So I'll just hold it there for about 30 more seconds and then we're going to be moving on. Marissa, let us know. I know we do bigger sizes as well. This is, well, it's not our smallest size, but it's the smallest one I'll show you. The other ones get real teeny tiny and they don't have a lot of presence to them. This is the one I would recommend if you're not looking for 4, 5, 6 carats or the 7 carat we had yesterday, which obviously go up considerably in price. This is the way to still get that big wow factor. I got to show it on the wrist again because that's what's so important here. It's that look from, when it's on and how's it going to look when, it is on the wrist and across the room and when you're wearing that, whether it's by itself or stacked with other pieces. That's so impressive at $29.99. We got to keep moving. That is still here if you'd like it. $29.99, just a major, major piece there. And I know that she's asked for bracelets before, Joyce, but is it this size that she's looking for? I know she's often asking for tennis bracelets. Oh, okay, good. And that's the only one we have that's under 3,000. I know that. Even smaller ones that I've had from designers here, they're a little bit more. So keep that in mind. Also, our cross necklace for $4.99. And let me just put this big ruby up with all the gold. Flash this earlier, and then we'll get to our yellow diamond. This ruby is so clean, and it's got rose gold and white gold. I'll tell you what, if you like this one, I'll just blow it out right now. I had an 888 ruby that was smaller. This one's a bigger stone, lots of gold, lots of diamond weight. Here's the deal. My ruby's still here. That was the, what was it, 57 pointer. Remember this one? It's still here. Brought it down, brought it down, brought it down. It's still here. This one is a bigger stone, more diamond weight, and obviously more gold. And it's 7385, and it's got to stay as is. So this one, we do have a little bit of a Cinderella situation where you got to love it in the rose and the white, because it has to stay just that way. Now, I think that works with the ruby really, really well. The white diamonds are still as they should be in the white gold, but the ruby being red has that nice little complement with the rose gold on the outside edges. Here's the deal. If you like it, 70 points in diamonds. It's an 82 point, what looks like a 1 carat in a pair, but it's an 82 pointer. If you'd like it, it's got a $39.99 price tag right there. I'm going to try something, because I can't even get my request to be going out the door. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Last hour, I don't want to make it all for nothing here. Let's make this last 40 minutes interesting. I'm about to say something that I should not say. And I'm going to give you 60 seconds if you want to buy it. And I don't even know if buy is the proper term here. But it's legal, so it's not stealing. And I'm going to give you 60 seconds on this very large but comfortable whiter ring with all the detail. The filigree, it's like filigree, but bold. Lots of detail, lots of milgrain, lots of diamond weight. Obviously, it's 70 points. I'm just going to sell it, and we're going to hope, well, we're going to hope to sell it, because I still have my other ruby, and I still have my diamond tennis bracelet and the cross necklaces and pretty much anything that I've done for the last 19 minutes because, you know, last hour. So here's what we're going to do. It's going to be, I'm going to say it. I'm going to do it. Everything's telling me just don't give in, be more disciplined, stop. Just don't say it. Stop giving away jewelry. I got to do it. I got to make sure something goes. I'd like it to be this ruby ring. Take a look at it. I'll try it on. Then I'm going to drop this price. Tell me if you'd like it. Got to stay as is. Get whatever size you need. Don't even need to size up on this styling. Let's take a look at where the diamonds go. They go about 3/4 of the way around the ring. And it's a clean, bright Burma ruby. Okay, you ready? On the hand it goes. Then we're going to drop this price. Come on in. Trying to give you full warning here. Tony, you've got the 60-second clock at the ready. This is it. First caller. Oh, I shouldn't do this. Make it $9.99. First caller. $9.99. And 60 seconds if it even lasts that long. That's a lot of ring for $9.99. Whoa. And it's here. Okay, 40 seconds left. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, this is what you got to do. You know, when everything changed, note to self, stop bringing out that 1171 pot of eBay. It scares people. I think I need to get a gavel and go to Sotheby's and sell that thing for like $800,000. That's what I should do. I should talk to Sotheby's about that stone. Every time I show it on our little TVON show, I scare people. I know, it's an 1171. That's like everything's changed, but here we are. I'm trying to fight fire with fire here, and we got a lot of good ruby, but $9.99 on an 82 pointer with 70 points in diamonds and a lot of gold around it should not be happening. So there it is, $9.99, and it's here. My goodness. Now that's a great looking ring. If you like a lot of gold with a lot of detail and a lot of diamonds, it's got it all going on. We still have the other ruby, but I suppose, yeah, given the choice, this one for $888, I think you're probably taking the big one. Big one with big diamond weight and a lot of gold for $9.99. That's the way to do it. So now 2 great rubies, both under $1,000, when the loose gem world would tell us that you ain't getting no ruby for under $1,000, even if it's a speck. Even if it's a little tiny accent stone, it's not going to be under $1,000 for a Burma ruby. Would anybody like this ring for $9.99? Let's get to our yellow diamond. I know, I don't have a choice. I can't show you anything cheaper. I got to go. I know, everybody's like, maybe you should try something not so expensive. Well, when you're making the expensive pieces not expensive and it ain't working, maybe we got to go to the big yellow. Ooh, with the big halo of the bright, vivid yellows around, this is going to be coming up. We'll do something wild for you there. But this ruby's here, if you'd like it, $9.99. Okay, so coming up, we're gonna tackle this together. You never know what's gonna happen in the last 35 minutes because we still have that here and the ruby for $8.88, the cross necklace, the diamond tennis bracelet for $29.99. I gotta open a store. And I live in Los Angeles, right? So if I opened a store, can you imagine what would happen if I put a bracelet in my store window for $29.99 and it's diamonds and it's gold? Do you know there would be, like, word would get out fast. Word would get out fast. We live in this big city. There's a lot of people here. There's like 10 million people that live in this city. I mean, there would be miles and miles and miles and miles and miles of people lined up to buy a tennis. Again, this is just a great, great place and a great time because eventually our prices have got to, they do what everyone else is doing, go up. It's just not happening. So take what you can. I'm going to give you one last look at that ruby. I'm not quite willing to just let that one slide. Let's make sure that if anybody would like it, I'll show it one more time in the hand. We'll get it out the door for $9.99. And then I guess I'm going to show you this big old yellow diamond. And we're going to go wild on that one too. But here's our last call. So here's the big ruby, 82 pointer, 70 points in diamonds. Yeah, it's $9.99. So I'm just giving it 30 more seconds just because I really want to commit to getting that one at home. Just somehow, some way. Anybody? Will, did you have you had your hand in the air when I was on camera? What's up? I'm sorry, what? Oh, you got it. It's actually a necklace. Yeah. Who got a necklace? Stevia? Stevia? Thank you so much. So the cross necklace, which we have a couple of, by the way, because it's diamonds and gold, so we usually have a little quantity. And so now we're on that ruby for $9.99. Nobody's got that yet, but we've got a couple of seconds left to take a look at it. Let's go to the yellow diamond. Maybe that's the trick. You know, it has, I used to joke we'd have a 1 carat yellow diamond every day. Every day. You can look back at tapes. We pretty much do. And then it stopped. And now, all of a sudden, have you noticed? No 1 carat yellow diamonds. That is what we're going to see going forward. Let's bring it on out. Here it is. I've been trying to tell everybody a little heads up. There aren't a lot of 1 carat yellow diamonds left. Well, I think we're now seeing that this is not something you want to wait too long on because going forward, not going to be possible. Same thing we've been talking about. The price has gotten too crazy and we can't just, so this is a little different. I want to make sure everyone's aware because usually we pull pieces like our Bar rubies, they're pulled from the private collection that's been collected for, the better part of 6 generations. That doesn't mean all the stones have been there for that many years. It just means there's been a buildup of a collection. So some stones are a decade old. Some stones have been in the collection for 100 years. That's where we pull most of our stones. It's another big factor in why we have the values we do. But diamonds in natural colors, we did not bring at the onset of this show. The goal wasn't to bring diamonds at all, but they were so in demand. I had been here 2 years before we ever brought and I've been here it's almost 7 years now. And so for the first couple of years I was here with you guys, I didn't have any of these. TVON didn't have any of the natural colors of diamonds, but they were so requested, so in demand that these are the stones we have to work with. Diamond dealers, diamond wholesalers, traders to bring in the pinks, the blues, the fawns, the yellows that you see here. So it's not something that we can just bring more out from the private collection or fight the ownership and say, let's just bring this one out, even though they don't want to let it go. This is a different animal. That's why we have no control. When we say that they're running out, what we currently have from a couple years ago, when prices were vastly less, not to say they were cheap, but prices were less 2 years ago than they are today. And so when we say we're getting down to the wire on what we have going forward, that's what I mean. Because when we're set, like we've been trying to do, there's a big show coming up in a couple weeks in Las Vegas. You've heard of it. It's called JCK. It is a who's who of the entire jewelry world. If you're not at Vegas, you're not really in the jewelry business during that show, because that show is where it's at. Okay, that is the moment. That's where everyone hangs out. But that's where also you're going to see yellow diamonds are for sale from traders in the wholesale business. Nothing can be purchased and traded dealer to dealer like they're sold for here on the air. So that's where we have that problem that I'm trying to keep you up to date on, so that you don't sit back and have to witness what we've seen with Paraíbas of late, where the newer stones are now truly 23, 24 times the price they used to be. Yellow diamonds are doing the same thing. So take that into consideration when we do still have a little bit of this older material, like this 101 that we have here in item number 574. It's actually it's a 1 carat even, actually. This is the 1 carat, but you do get 32 points in the additional yellow. That's a shade more vivid and bright. And then you also have a carat 06 in the white diamonds as well. And here's what we've got. Item number 574, let's recap, and we'll do a really cool deal. By the way, it's a VS center stone as well. Everything is, not just the center, but the sides. But I like to point that out because you've got a 1 carat VS center stone. It's going to be that 32 points in those. Really, you see, they've just given you, sometimes we'll do complementary colors. This time we went a little bit more bright on that side halo, which is 32. And then you've got 106 in the white, and that's going to be the split shank and the bigger diamonds around that outer halo. And every diamond really in the white diamonds is very large and the same size here. And we'll try it on. So here's what we've got for you. 132 in the yellows, 106 in the white, that's 138 in the side diamonds, that's 238 total weight. Very impressive. And this is what it looks like on. And we'll do it, it's in a 5.5 right now. We'll do it in any size you need. Diamonds as far as the eye can see down the sides, all around it. Here's what we're going to do. And they are, Brenda, most of them are from the Argyle mine in the older, not the new ones, because the Argyle mine's now been shut down for a couple years, but I'm getting a lot of those questions. And thank you, Brenda, for that question, because my goodness, she's reminding me to tell you all something that's really, really important. And Pam, thank you. I'm glad you got my email. It does, but that's what's happening on requests because we have such a volume of jewelry going out. Custom requests. Carolyn G can tell you this. She waited probably 7 months for her request. So yes, custom requests we're still doing them, but anybody who's made a custom request with us, we used to pump it out in about a month. They're taking several months now just because we are also running a live show where the pieces from the show have to, oftentimes be, created, modified, what have you. So yeah, custom requests are taking a little bit extra time. So appreciate your patience, Pam. Thank you. And also Brenda, thank you. She wanted to know if our yellows are from the Argyle mine. And yes, the ones going forward, I'll let you know when they're not, but the older supply like this are from the Argyle mine, which has been shut down now for a couple of years. So yes, great question there. And here's what we've got. It's a really, really, really important piece. And you know what I'm going to do? Got a lot of pieces from the first 30 minutes of this hour still here. This is an $89.99 piece that I want to make sure does not stay here. But at the same token, you know how yellow diamonds operate. They're getting more and more pricey. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try it. Don't think this is going to have the greatest outcome, but sometimes you got to do it. I have got an $89.99 piece. Bottom line is, I'm going to start at 0. We've never done it before. Never. On a yellow diamond of a 1 carat center stone size. There's no reserve. Sending up a little silent prayer here really quickly before I do this. $100 increments to keep it going because we only have 29 minutes. This could take the entirety of the 29 minutes left in our show tonight. I don't know. But we have a 0 to start auction. There is no reserve. It's late night on a weeknight, not our busiest time of shows. Thursday night in particular. So I'm going to try this. And once we get that first bid, I can't take it away. So we don't have a bid yet. So this is really happening. This is real life. This is that pinch me moment where you might be going, I think I'm dreaming. I think I drifted off to sleep and I didn't even see the end of Lolo's show. No. This is real life. I'm just going to try to get those phones to ring, and we are going to start at a big old goose egg, and whatever you bid. If we have a top bid of $100 and that's all I can get, then that's what I have to sell it for. We have $100. Power bids are welcome, by the way, because we only have 28 minutes left in the show. If you want to put in $500 like Jalen's bidder just did, great. If you want to say $1,000, great. But Jalen has $500. Let's take a look at the ring that's at stake here. So yes, we have 2 bidders and we have $500. And wherever it goes, it's going to go. I have no control over it. You do. But this is why you never leave us. This is just an investment into the future, because I'd really like for you guys to stay with us, because these last hours of these shows on weeknights, you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes 700, sometimes we got to do crazy things. This is the craziest of them all. So come on in. You got nothing to lose. 800. We're going in $100 increments. 2 bidders only. I only have Jalen's bidder and Will's bidder, nobody else. How much? $1,000. We got 1,000. It's an $8,999 piece. And we have $1,000. How much? 1,100. 11. How much? How much? 15 over here. We already had 11 over here, Will. So we have 15 to Christine. We only have 3 bidders so far. 3 bidders. That's it. Only 3 different bidders. And you can't be hanging up now. How much? 16. 16. Operators yell out bids. That way I'll hear it. 16 we have. We have $2,000 over here. Christine's going for the hammer, 2,000, but we're not done. We're not done, and we won't be done until we get everybody through, although, nope, we don't even have a backed up call. Okay, so who's in is in. 2,000. Jalen's out. Spencer's out. We're at $2,000. This has never happened before, and where did my bidders go? Everyone is out except for 1 bidder at, nope, do you have 21? 21 we have. How much? 25 has been bid. You know what you know why the strategy is played with power bids? Now, keep in mind, this is still a $9,000 ring. They're doing that because they want everyone to drop out. They don't want any more competition. They want to be last man, last woman standing. That's why people do power bids. And you know what? It may have worked. I'm going to give it a 2-minute clock. We have a line open. Jalen, you have a line open. We have 1 line open. Joyce has a line open. We have 2 lines open. We can get you through. I'm giving it. Who is that? Is that Mark back there? I think I overheard Mark on the phone. Jess, you have Mark over there? 2,500 to Mark. He threw down the bid, hoping everybody else is going to bow out. You know better than that. We're at $2,500. We're going to see if we have anybody else. We have 3 lines open because guess what? Mark was right. It looks like everyone but 1 bidder has bowed out. This is final call. Do not let it pass you by. You know it's an $8,999 ring. I'm going to try it on. It's a 2-carat 38 total diamond weight. And we're only at $2,500. It's $100 increments. Looking for 26. Last call. This is why you're with us till the end. And you know what? It's not even going to last till the end of the show because in 2 minutes, it's over, it's sold, it's done. And this is one of the most remarkable. And yes, by the way, I have a lot of, I'm in the business. So we're already talking about who's exhibiting at JCK, who's going to Vegas, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's got their plans and I'm going to tell you something. Yellow diamonds, because I have a lot of diamond dealing friends because I work with I make my own jewelry, I have my own line, I collaborate with a big designer, don't tell anybody I'm not, all that stuff, right? So here's the thing, guys. Yellow diamonds by themselves, a 1-carat yellow diamond that is natural like this is, will be wholesaling out in 2 weeks' time in Las Vegas at JCK in the biggest show and the biggest domestic jewelry trade show out there. That center stone alone is going to wholesale for triple this price. So you got a deal. And don't let $100 stand between you and the deal. We're going to give it a final 2 minutes. Take a look at it. I got to try it on one more time here for you. And we are in last call, and we have available lines open. So if you want to get through, you can. This is not like a few minutes ago where we couldn't get anyone through. We have available lines open to get you through. So this is the time. Take a look at it on the hand. This is so nerve-wracking doing these no reserve auctions. I could barely put the ring on my finger because it's so intense. The fact that we are about to give away a 1-carat center, that gorgeous, bright, vivid halo around it, which is 32 points. Then you have the carat 06 in white diamonds. Think about what that would be on its own. 238 total in whatever size you need. It's in the 2-tone gold. I'd leave it just like that. You don't have to, but I would. That's what's recommended here. And we're in last call. Let's see if we're verifying 26. A minute 11 left. Last chance, last call. This is it. Final minute, that's a ring. And the side diamonds are the same size. They look to be identical to what we're seeing in the white diamond sizes that you have in that outer halo. And we have now 50 seconds remaining. Oh goodness, this is so wrong. Yeah. What? Yeah, what's up? Oh, sure, the bracelet. Is that Marissa on the line right now? Oh, you've got, okay. Do you have anybody on the auction? Okay. So Marissa, you know what? Can she wait 30 seconds just because I don't want to confuse anybody? All right. I don't want to confuse anybody in the auction. Jalen, what's up? Oh, do we have 26? Are we verifying 26 or is that wishful thinking? We'll show the bracelet, Marissa, coming up next. Did she miss the whole presentation? You're kidding. Oh, no. Oh, no. So we'll be redoing the bracelet presentation right after this, but we have 13 seconds left. Oh, no. Do we have 26? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is it, guys. Final call, last chance. Bye-bye is done. Do you have 26? All right. Sold. Congratulations. Well done. Bracelet again. Let's do the bracelet. Okay. Marissa, this is so pretty. That one's out of here. We're going to show you item number 279. Do you realize how far back that item number goes? Let me stack this bracelet so you can try. Just see as many stones as possible for the moment. It's in that VS diamond category. I don't like it that way either because it's, yeah, I'm just going to put it on the wrist here. But let me zoom back a little bit. It's our 369 bracelet. Marissa, I know you've been here watching for a little while, so just a couple of things. It's a VS diamond bracelet because I want to get to some of our other pieces for those of the people that already saw this presentation in full. But this is the 369 diamond tennis bracelet. It's going to be that only bracelet that it looks like is going to have full cut diamonds that get you in that price category you're looking for. It's also going to be a good size. You can see those stones from a distance away. Classic look. I think this also fits well for those of you that want something that's not all, you know, if you're concerned about being overly ostentatious and you're a little bit leery about going to any bigger size, because if you really want to wear it every day, if it's not just a special occasion, and tennis bracelets really, they're known to be that category. Usually the women that own a tennis bracelet do usually wear it every day. It's durable enough because it is diamonds and gold, you're fine. Whether it's next to a watch or by itself, whether you layer it with 10 other bracelets or by itself solo, either way, this is meant to be worn every day. They're diamonds, you can't hurt them. But there's a lot of concern sometimes with what size should I get then? If I'm going to wear it when I'm casual and just running about town and running errands versus when I wear it dressed up. Because this is the style you should never have to take off. And that's what this look gives you. Now it's going to have the insert closure. You see one half of it there. I'll show you the other half that slides into the insert closure. Then of course you've got the 2 figure-8 safety catches as well. Big diamonds, more money. These are not just accent sizes you would see in a ring, they're big diamonds, making up the look you see. So this part slides into the other side, then you've got your 2 figure-8s, you'll fasten those for an extra locked security feature. And then here's what it looks like. And again, beautiful size, I think, for everyday wear. I'm not gonna advocate a size you can't see. If it looks like dental floss and you can't tell there are diamonds in it, I say don't buy the diamonds. I want you to see your diamonds. I want them to be recognizable. I want them to be brilliant, shining, bright white diamonds. That's what these are. But we were touching on this earlier. You're seeing lab-grown diamonds all over the place right now. I'm sorry to say it because we're confusing people in the industry because people don't know the difference anymore. And lab-growns are being sold as natural when they're not. We don't offer them here. We don't. The reason I bring it up is lab-grown diamonds are more money than our fine natural stones. And I said 1,000 a carat. They're more than 1,000 a carat these days. I'm making this better than $36.90. It is $2,999 for this bracelet. In white, yellow, or rose, we have this in a 7-inch if you need it longer. We are the manufacturer. Let us expand it for you. Let us make it another 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1 inch bigger. There's a little additional fee to help cover the labor for that, but your operators will let you know what that is. Not going to be much. It's percentage based on the price. Well, the price is not much because it's only $29.99 for a solid gold bracelet. And most of the places in this world, a solid gold bracelet is going to run you more than $3,000. To have that solid gold bracelet set with solid, seamless, big diamonds, that's why that's a value. It's $29.99. Take advantage of it if you love it. Here it is. Let me wrap it around a few times here so you can see as many of those gorgeous matching diamonds that we love. So important to look. Marissa, if you have any questions, let me know so we can help you, because this is really for you, your special presentation here based on your request. It is definitely that big bracelet, but to be under $3,000 just doesn't make any sense at all. So we've got our last 15 minutes approaching. So any questions, requests, anything you want to see again, holler at me. We can show it to you. We can show you, of course, there was that grandidierite that's GIA certified, 1 carat 09. We had that ruby cluster ring, opal, cat's eye, crystal beryl. Oh, I had a gorgeous kunzite. I think we need to show that again. Also, we have that 201 yellow diamond. It's our most affordable 201 yellow diamond. It is a $69.99 price tag on a 2 carat plus VS yellow diamond. So that was here earlier as well. Thank you for looking at this one. It's still here if you'd like it. And then this is a kunzite I had very early tonight, and I think it needs another look. So this is going to be item number 20881, and that's a brand new emerald cut. It's an 846 kunzite. Sometimes these first couple of minute items need to return just to give you a look. So here's our 846, 30 points in diamonds down the sides, but that's also with that band of mirror finishing as well. This is what it looks like. Oh, one more thing. There's a little heart-shaped detail in the basket. It's almost like you've got the split heart there on the sides leading into that band, but then in that profile angle, you see a nice little scrolling heart detail. It's going to be on either profile, so that's what you see from the profile of the ring when it's on your hand. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the hand, and you can see those amazing colors. We got this below 30, actually $29.99. That was tonight's should-be price. Tonight it's getting a lot better price tag, and here's the end of the show approaching. So instead of $29.99, we're blowing it out right now. It's first caller. That is one of the deeply saturated, mostly purple kunzites we have for you. Got those gleams and those facets. That's step faceting at its best. Step faceting being the internal faceting for an emerald cut. I'll make it $1,299 for our 846 stunner of a kunzite. And even that band, as classic as that is, it's got the one row of the diamonds, the other side is all mirror finished. So it looks like you've stacked two bands to set that stone. It's really creatively done. Here it is from, I just want to put those diamonds on the top there. I don't know, for some reason that just looks better to me. But that's only $12.99 first caller. What else can we recap? I think the yellow diamond needs to come out to play. And we still have, I think we still have the 888 Burma Ruby. I have an opal that was here earlier, such a pretty opal in the angel wing design. I'm going to show that to you as well. Grandidierite, GIA certified here also, carat 09, largest we have with that cert. Amazing. And anybody on the kunzite, we're going to find out if anyone's got that one. I'll show you the opal coming up. A little opal recap for you. I called it a sky blue base color with all the other play of color, plus the what I call the angel wing design in the mounting. This one's here at $12.99 if you'd like it. Here's the opal I'm telling you about. Sky blue, bright base color with the gorgeous open heart design here on the sides. One side a little smaller than the other. A mixture of diamonds set throughout, and then your diamonds lining the outside of that heart-shaped design, meeting up with the pear-shaped stone. It is, well, we got a new discounted price on this one, down to $16.99 for that natural lightning ridge opal. We'll show you one last look at the 2 carat yellow as well. And I think our kunzite may be going out. We'll find out who's got it. This one is $16.99, Tony. Yeah, $16.99. On the opal, we'll be trying it on here as well. Sure. The $17,000 green tourmaline, that one? Yeah, we'll show it here. Item number 852 coming up next. 852, I had this on my hand earlier. I think at the end of the night here, we could probably also do something special with that $17,000 price tag. So if you remember seeing this, and we'll show it briefly here, this is that beautiful piece I had on the hand for a size perspective. First, we're going to show it up close, but I'm going to warn you, brace yourself, because this is a really important tourmaline. Second only to the 1171 Paraiba is this brand new 1638 green tourmaline. Has a little bit of blue. A lot of places would call that indicolite. I'm not going to. It's got to be a true blue to be indicolite, but it's definitely a teal tourmaline. It's a 1638, 50 points of big pear-shaped white diamonds, 52 points in smaller diamonds. I'm going to show it to you here close up. So this is that really extraordinary piece, but I wanted you to get a look at it first from a distance to really understand the size. But yeah, 50 points in pear, 52 in the white. So a carat or two in your white diamond weight, but let's take a look at it up close and see where all those diamonds will sit. So do you see how they put 3 pear shapes at the bottom and the top? And then that's going to be kind of this flared little floral design. But how about the clarity of this tourmaline? Gorgeous. Whoa, there it goes. Blinding light. Look out. Told you. Brace yourself. It's wild. So a very special tourmaline and a carat or two in diamonds. And I told you from the get-go, $16,999. That's really it. There it is. There's the ring. There's the price. I can take it down. We're in our last 13 minutes of the show. Let's by all means do every last. I'm going to use every discount card I have here to make sure that we just blow this out. Look at that. Look at that. What it does. This isn't some technical special effect. This isn't some trick of the lights, filters. No, no, no. It's just beautiful. I'm going to make this really easy for one caller. And it's not $10,000. And it's not $99.99. Green, clean, tourmaline machine is what this is. Now you can name it something else, but that's what I'd call it. It's just beautiful. And it's powerful. And it's not $9,000 or $89.99. Even less. What have we saved us so far? We've saved it $8,000. That sounds like a plan. But it's also the last 12 minutes of the show. And if anybody is looking for the grandest of the best of the best of the best of this tourmaline that is not too dark, so many greens get just too dark. And then you lose the color. You don't see the green after all. That's the problem. This is gorgeous. It's not $89.99 either. It's not even $88.88. And one more time on the hand here for that size reference, which is so vital to understanding the overall just power of this ring. Love those pear shapes. Just really elegant. There's such an elegance about the design and the way those diamonds are created around all this look. Just to create diamonds, using designer diamonds to create a design is what our artists do. They're really, it's artists. It's artists before it is even designers and jewelers. That's really what is the beauty of this design. Custom made for the stone, not even $88.88 or $8,500 or $84.99. We're blowing it out. I'll make it $7,999 to the first caller on our beautiful, bright as can be green tourmaline. I'm trying to hold on to it for dear life here. It's a little large at the moment, about an 8 at the moment here, but whatever works for you, no problem to size it. It's not going to be tricky in that front at all. It's got a really kind of classic independent band here, so don't have to worry too much about sizing it up or down. So if you need something different than an 8, you're good to go here. But it's $79.99, and that is our last look at it on the hand. Here's that close-up once again. And let that stone, wow, right there, just do what it does. Now it's leaning a little more to the left as opposed to the first time where it was a little to the right, but you still see that amazing step faceting where every facet, when they light up at the same time here, look at them in synchronicity right there. They're still all different colors. Some are more blue teal, some are more green green, some are a little more golden green. Did you pick up the kunzite wheel or the? Oh, a new register. Wonderful. All right, so we've got, and who was our new register? Kim from where? And she's ready to shop now. Kim's ready. Thank you, Kim, for registering. All right, so we're ready. We got the kunzite still here, the opal still here, the green tourmaline, $79.99 on that stunning green tourmaline. Also, have got the 1171 Paraíba if you need to see that again. Our tennis bracelet, did we hear from Marissa? Is that the one she won? Nope, we don't know. Okay, so Marissa, if you have any questions on that, let us know. If there's anything we can bring out on a future show, we can do that as well. But let's take a last look. I'm going to get to pink diamond, one of our last certified pink diamonds out the door. It's our 25 pointer, and it is saturated to the point where we're going to take a look at a GIA certified. Hello, it's just, this is as simple as this. This is a very saturated GIA certified stone. The certified stones go for a lot more. So that's why it's here. We have not been able to keep many pink diamonds in stock. The only reason 6227 is here is because it always has been a little bit more because it has the cert and because it's a really saturated stone. So what that all equals is a $99.99 price tag. A lot of you are looking at a quarter carat thinking, I've seen quarter carats priced less. We're going to do it really, really quickly here, but those quarter carats that are priced less are usually without the cert and not nearly as saturated. This has 20 points in pinks around it, another 61 points. So we did the double halo, finished on the inside. You've got the pink diamonds that are in the first halo, just the same color saturation as the center stone. End of the show. Remember what we did on that ruby in that wide band, which I think is still here? $9.99, remember? We're going to do something remarkable here. Now we have the green tourmaline museum piece. We have the grandidiorite, the Paraíba. Think of all the museum pieces we've had in this 1 3-hour block. Our biggest and best Paraíba, our biggest and best grandidiorite certified, and now that green tourmaline, and now a pink diamond. There are very few left in big size. You used to see them. We'd have 2 or 3 a show. Now we're seeing 0. That's because they're not here. We're not holding back. We're not putting them in a safe, tucking them away, locking them up. They're gone. They're gone. Folks like you have already purchased what we had because the values are so outstanding. Take a look. We're just going to do what we can tonight to make sure this does go once and for all, because it's just that higher end $99.99 piece. Ordinarily, let's show you the cert that goes with that 25 pointer. Of course, 81 points in diamonds around the sides. This is your cert. It's even so large. They're not only going to grade it for color as a very light pink. Usually they say faint. This does not. That's graded for clarity. It's an SI2. Take a look at the diagram, though, front and back of your stone. Not much in the way of inclusions, none of which would ever be visible with the naked eye. There is no fluorescence to the stone. The stone itself is inscribed with your GIA cert number. This is important. As we look at it one last time, and we're going to show you the inside under gallery it has as well. That's all solid 14 karat rose and white gold together. It is as is. We're going to blow it out right now. It's not even $99.99. Half off tonight is still $4,999, just based on what we've seen in this last hour. As great a value as that is, I'm not sure it's going to get it done. So we take it lower than even $39.99 for a 1/4 carat certified pink. All natural. The cert touched on that as well. It's an all natural. And let's just look at that. That's almost purple in color. It's very highly saturated. I mean, look at it. You see that, not just the center, the sides as well. So every pink has a really good saturation level. You know how the pinks usually work. Usually it's barely a trace of color. It'll be just a little hint of pink. This one, prominent pink. It's not even $39.99. We have one only. It's our certified stone. This is by far the lowest it's ever been. Come on in. Don't want to miss it based on a count of I'm the second, the third, the fourth caller, because there will be a second and a third or fourth caller at this value. It's not $39 or $38 or $37 or $3,699. The ultimate value on what, by the way, that's a huge jump in price when you hit a 1/4 carat, even in a white diamond. Basic white diamonds, a dime a dozen. When you hit a 1/4 carat, the price goes way up. So think of how that is exaggerated when it's a natural pink. Like this is. It's not $36.99 either. It is for the first caller only. You get the cert with it. All we got to do is sell it. This is a super price. Take a look at it. We've got one only, obviously, and it's going to be $3,599 on discount tonight. End of the show is here. We have 5 minutes left. So that is it. $35.99 only for this ring. Let me try it on for you as well. And this is it. We don't have the other pink dimes. They're gone. They're done. They're sold. The new ones we would like to get or try to get are just too pricey to bring them to you with that same passion for value that we carry through. We can't bring it to you if it's going to be, if we had to have this stone today, you'd be looking at a price tag that's $28,000. Why would we do that when you can see one today? And look, I'm struggling to get it out the door at $35.99. So this is why it would not be responsible of us to even purchase those stones or bring them in when they're so far and away above the prices you've grown accustomed to. And that is something that, again, needs to be appreciated, because going forward, whether you're shopping here or anywhere, you're just spending more as the days go by. The longer you wait, the more you're going to have to spend to get your pink diamonds. So especially if you want natural material, they're just tough to find anywhere, regardless of price. Even if you're willing to pay, if you've got 6 figures to spend, it's still just tough to find them, to have availability. That's the big deal here. That's the difference. We know because they're not out there. So you've got the availability right now by picking up the phone. You've got the great value to go with it. This is not a non-certified stone. It's a certified stone in a 1/4 carat size with that great color. So you know everything there is to know about your center stone. We have given it a beautiful classic mounting as well with 81 points in diamonds as well. So you're getting a lot, over a carat in diamonds all together here. And yep, it is $35.99. So that's our last call on that one. Anything else you'd like to inquire about from the show? We are here a few minutes after we go off the air to help you out with anything, take requests for the weekend. Reminder, we are back on TV on Saturday and Sunday. We have an online show on Friday. It's an online only show. I was not told who's going to be with you tomorrow, but it will be one of the Joes, Joanne or Joyce. It will be one of, yes. We'll just call it for now the JoJo Show, since we don't know which of the two gals will be here. But somebody will be here for your online Friday show. It starts at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern, and then I'll see you back on Saturday and Sunday mornings. Remember, those shows are at 10 a.m. Pacific. That's 1 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see you guys then. Have a great, great, great rest of your Thursday and Friday, and of course $35.99. If we can show you a few last items, we'll be happy to do it. We still have about 2 minutes left, so that's here at $35.99. The big tennis bracelet, the big tourmaline, the gorgeous kunzite, the opal in the angel wing design. Those are here. This is the time to call us so you can get your favorites before they're gone. A lot of pieces go out at the end of the show, so we want to make sure you have a chance to pick them up. Thanks for shopping with us tonight. Thanks for watching. Thanks for just being here. It's good. We can't do this without you guys. We can't do this big jewelry celebration nightly as we do without you. So we really, 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 really appreciate you joining us and being with us. If you have any questions, there's your 2-minute clock ticking down. So it is the last call on the show, and we would love to help you out with anything you've seen tonight. Always, always, always ask. Even if you think it's gone, it's worth it to check and ask. We have a lot of pieces that are gone, but we have some pieces, especially in this last few minutes, that are still here. So give us a call. We'll help you out. And again, the phone number, you'll be able to reach us even after we go off the air. We don't go anywhere. We're all here for a few minutes. So yes, let's flash the 2-carat yellow. It's item number 3745. Here's the 2-carat 01 oval VS yellow diamond, all natural oval brilliant cut in that dome style with 15 points in diamonds. That's going to be item number 3745. That is our most affordable yellow diamond, by the way. It is only $69.99, and we'll show it to you on the hand here coming up as soon as we can. So finished on the inside on this one, Will? All the way through, and then you've got your diamonds burnished, 3 on each side. Here's what it looks like on the hand. That is a brilliant oval cut, by the way. It would be a vast difference in a regular oval versus a brilliant cut. That glittering factor you see is because of that brilliant cut, showing off so beautifully because the stone is so big at 201. This is our last 2-carat, by the way. I only have one stone bigger, and it's a 3-carat 01 in that modified cut. You've seen it. It's still $15,000. This is the most affordable yellow I've had in anything in a 2-carat size. They're usually 10 grand or more. So 30 seconds left in the broadcast. Here it is one more time up close on the 201 yellow. Try it. Remember, you got a money back guarantee. So we'd love for you to get it at home, see it in person, get it appraised, and then decide. Best idea right there at $69.99. Thanks again for being with us tonight. We appreciate you all. And again, join one of the girls tomorrow. They'll be here with you at 5 o'clock Pacific time for an online show. And then, of course, back on television and online and everywhere else on Saturday and Sunday. I'll see you then. Thanks so much. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your night.